From Sullivan East High School, we bid you a very pleasant good evening and welcome to third-ranked 2023 Elizabethton Cyclone football. Yours truly, Tom Taylor, Mike Side with Richard Van Us, and Dana Malone, and London Taylor's up here for a little while. Dressed in her pink, ready to go out and hang out with her buddies in the stands. We get that. It's been a while, Coach, since Sunday afternoon. Eddie Pless and I went down and gave them a 63-9 victory over the Cherokee Chiefs by way of YouTube and Facebook. So here we are tonight, 71 degrees, beautiful. It's last night of summer. Tomorrow starts fall 2021. Be a good way to get going, and I get a big W up here. And good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tom. It's great to be here. Beautiful night for fall evening for football in Northeast Tennessee, and great to be here on the campus of Sullivan East High School. Beautiful field. Across the way, the stands are almost full of Elizabethton fans already, which is not surprising, but just excited about an opportunity to get back to some football, like you said, with a 2-week hiatus. So ready to go, and I know the guys are as well.
Run down the league for us again. The district, Region 1 4-8's a battle of unbeatens, and how do we stack up, and who's playing who tonight?
Yeah, so, of course, tonight in Region 1 4A play, of course, you have the Elizabethton Sullivan East game that we'll be bringing to you shortly. Greenville is at Volunteer. That's a 7:30 kickoff, and Northview Academy is at Granger, also a 7:30 kickoff. As far as the 4A standings, you have three teams tied atop the league. That's Elizabethton, Sullivan East, and Northview Academy, all at 2-0. Greenville is at 1-0 in the league. And then you have Volunteer, Granger, and Cherokee all without a win yet. Volunteer and Granger 0-2, and Cherokee 0-3.
And that's what we've got going on tonight here. Again, we're on the road. Gorgeous night. Cyclone Nation across the way. You can see them on the camera as they are still coming in here, and that's a good thing. We like it that way as the Cyclones get ready to battle the Sullivan East Patriots. Been a little chirping going on, Coach, so there's been some talk. And so, you look at this rivalry. You go back down over the last 4 years. We've dominated the series. This is our 54th meeting. And we lead the meeting all time for Cyclone football to the tune of
45-8.
45-8.
Excuse me, 48-5.
48-5. There we go.
Yeah.
Went to the wrong page. 54th meeting. We lead at 48-5. We won 13 straight. The last time we lost, it was Sean Witten's first year. Last time we lost the Patriots, 2007 up here, 20-14. Since then, over the last 4 years, we'll talk about going down memory lane with this football program against East. Last 4 years, our average score is 56-10. We've actually outscored them 225-43 over the last 4 years. So whatever chirping's going on, the numbers don't bear it out. We have dominated the series over the last 4 years. Last 2 years up here winning 63-9 and 49-0. Last 2 years at the bank, 58-7, and last year 55-27. So the numbers, if you go by the numbers, Cyclones should be in pretty good shape tonight, but you don't go by the numbers. You got to do it on the field.
You're exactly right. We had a shirt made several years ago after a big win against Johnson City that everyone said we couldn't do it. They talked all these things about it, and the bottom of the shirt said, but it's played on grass. In this case, it's played on AstroTurf, but it will be settled on the field between the players, and that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. We're going to take a look at this Sullivan East football team that goes over Johnson County in Mountain City, 28-24, week number 1. Week number 2, they lose here to Tennessee High, a rivalry they brought back after about 10 years in hiatus. Big rivalry between Bristol and Bluff City. Vikings got them 48-25. And since then, East has won 3 in a row. They beat Volunteer there 40-13, beat Unicoi County here 35-0, or 30-13 rather. And then last Friday night, or 2 Fridays ago, last Friday night, they beat Granger 35-0. So this football team's got a little momentum, and they got a young man who runs the offense very nicely. We had a pretty good way with him last year. That would be Drake Fisher, but that ain't this year. That ain't last year. This is this year. So he feels like he can throw the football against our defensive secondary.
Yeah, like you said, there's been a lot of talk going on here this week about this game, and again, it'll be settled on the field, but there's no question that Drake Fisher, as you mentioned, has had a great year. He's thrown for 1,769 yards and 20 touchdowns. That passing yardage ranks 11th in the country, and, of course, he's the state leader in passing yards right now. So there's no doubt that he has a lot of talent, and he obviously has some receivers that can go and get it. So I think the real key here tonight will be how our defensive line matches up with their offensive line. I think we'll be able to tell a lot from that matchup.
We'll take a look at our offense and our defense. We'll give you some individual stats and team stats next to the pregame show brought to you by Phil's Dream Pit. We're live at Sullivan East High School. You're watching third-ranked, undefeated Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides. Gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So an even number, however many you want. $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
On Facebook. Maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
That's
our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back at Sullivan East High School, let's take a look. Let's go down memory lane, Coach. The last 4 years of this football team. 2022, that's you? That's the volume. 2022, we won 55-27 last year. Dry Griffin, a 25-yard catch from Dalton Mitchell. The J Train, who's out, of course, had a 5-yard touchdown run. Again, you see also Cade Russell, a couple of TDs last year. Nate Stevens scored twice, and the departed Teddy Orton scored 2 touchdowns. On 2021, you had a 49-0 win last time we were up here. Cade Russell, 2 touchdowns. Nate Stevens, 2 touchdowns. Jake the Snake Roberts with a touchdown. Caleb Holzer in a mop-up duty had a 30-yard run as he was a sophomore that year. 49-0. And in 2020, we win 58-7 back at our place. That was our big run, of course. State championship. Bryson with a touchdown. Jake caught a touchdown from Bryson. LaDarian Avery, L.A., got a touchdown. Parker Hughes, 2 touchdowns, including a 98-yard touchdown pass from Bryson Rollins. Nate scored twice, and Braden Holly caught a touchdown back in 2020. We'll go back one more time, one more year to 2019. We win 63-9. Bryson Rollins that night, 4 touchdown passes. Jake the Snake had a 25-yard interception up here to return it for a score. Parker scored 4 touchdowns. Cameron Trim scored twice on a 9 and 36-yard run. Zach Hartley, who's now coaching at T. Duggar, had a 21-yard catch, and Cade Maupin got in on the scoring. He had an 18-yard run. 2019, our state championship year, came up here and clubbed them 63-9. So 2 years ago, beat them 49-0 up here. So that's going down memory lane. I see Jules and Jamie are in the car driving to Wheeling, West Virginia to watch Jake's game. So thanks, kids, for watching us. We appreciate that very much. So, Coach, we've had some history here. We won 13 in a row. Again, our last 4 years, we outscored them on the average of 58-10. On paper, Cyclones should be in pretty good shape tonight. But as we said before the break, you don't do it on paper, you got to do it on the field.
That's right. And the fact that the Cyclones have been off for 2 weeks, you just wonder about if there's going to be some rust that they display early. I can tell you, walking over here, walking up to the press box, walking by our group as they were warming up, and they seemed very pumped up, excited, and focused. So I'll be interested to see how they come out and play.
I called someone and told them, I said, it looks like these guys just got out of jail. I mean, they have been pent up. They are jacked up and ready to go. They have been held back for an unfair reason, but that's behind us now, and we're ready to go. On the season, Cyclones are averaging 44 points a game. Their opponents are 8. Again, our stats by Kevin Harmon. We appreciate him. Hello, Ray Birchfield. Hello to Maddie Rollins, Linda Presnell. Thank you, kids, for being with us. Also, Daniel Barnett, Helen Blevins, William Welch, Tom Turbyfield, thank you for being with us. Yards per rush, Coach, we're averaging 6 yards a carry. They're averaging 2, the opponents. We're averaging 154 a game. They're averaging 68. We've scored 15 rushing touchdowns, and the opposition's only scored 4. Our defense up front lights out. We're tough.
Yeah, we noticed it again. We've talked about it before about the strength of our defense is definitely that defensive front. That's not to throw off on the other positions, but the guys with their hands in the ground have just done a tremendous job all the way back to the early season scrimmages, and that's continued to play out through this early part of the season.
Passing the football with the Cyclones, we're averaging 16 yards a catch, 146 yards a game, and we've caught 6 passes per touchdowns rather. The opposition is yet to score through the air against us. That tells you something about our defense. Average per play, we're averaging 7 yards a play. They're averaging 4, does the opposition. Third down conversion, Cyclones 8 for 27. The opposition 8 for 38. Fourth down conversions, we're 4 for 8. Coach, here's a big stat. Fourth down conversions by the first 4 opponents we played, they are 1 for 11 on fourth down conversions. Not good.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
We'll take that all day long.
23 for 25 in point afters, the opposition 2 for 3. Let's take a look at individual stats here as you see some folks being honored out on the field here in the pregame festivities on a gorgeous, gorgeous night for football here. If you're not here, shame on you. This is what you wait for. It's one of those, they call them Chamber Commerce evenings. 71 degrees, going to drop down to the mid-60s by the end of the night. Rhett Slagle, 27 out of 46, 447 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. Whitehead, 10 for 11 with 138 yards, and he has 1 touchdown under his belt for Justin Whitehead. Running the football, you have Zeth Mullins, 26 carries, 93 yards, averaging 4 yards a rush, 4 touchdowns. Caleb Holzer, 25 carries, 156 yards. He is averaging 6 yards a carry with 4 touchdowns. Rhett Slagle, 18 carries with a touchdown, averaging 2 yards a carry. Let's see, Griffin, again, 10 carries, 127 yards, averaging 13 yards a carry for 3 touchdowns. Coach, probably the biggest surprise of the season for both of us, we've talked about it repeatedly, as did Eddie Pless when he was with us, would be Cam Baker. 5 carries, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Young man's averaging 26 yards a carry for Cam Baker.
Yeah, Cam's got a ton of talent, and he just bided his time until this season, and he's certainly shown out. And again, was a key player for the last 2 or 3 years, but glad to see him having so much success his senior year.
Hello to Tom and Mandy Holly and Brian Jenkins. Hello, Coach Chris Shankle, Billy Sampson down in Myrtle Beach. Hello to Lindsey Barnett, Neil Hartley, Noah Cole, Pat Johnson. Thank you, kids, for being with us. Let's look at the receiving. Jeriah Griffin, 13 catches, 173 yards, 4 touchdowns, averaging 13 yards a carry. Luke Whaley, 12 catches, a touchdown, 18 yards a carry. Keep saying carry, catch. Eli Blevins, 7 catches, averaging 17 yards a catch with a touchdown. Baker's caught 3 for 56 yards. Holzer's caught 1 for 20 yards. And Mason Ball, the tight end, 1 catch for 2 yards for the big guys. So all told, we've caught 37 balls thrown to us out of 59 opportunities, 6 touchdowns. We're averaging 16 yards a catch. I'm going to make a prediction. We'll have a big passing game tonight.
Well, I certainly think that, again, as we continue down the road, certainly into the playoffs, you want to try to be as balanced as you can. You don't want to be one-dimensional. So I think you'll continue to see the Cyclones improve in both of those areas.
Obviously, we're behind glass. I saw a bug. Yeah, there's that fly up there. We'll have to get rid of him because he was right in the middle of the lens a while ago. All right, kicking the football. It's been a dandy threesome. I can tell you that. Bowers, the freshman, 19 out of 21 extra points. Campbell, 2 for 2. And Dillo, the freshman, 2 for 2. So all told, we're 23 out of 25. We haven't tried a field goal yet. Haven't had to. Punting the football, Campbell, 7 punts, 34-yard average. And so Campbell doing a whale of a job for the Cyclones. Caleb Campbell we're speaking of. And so punt returning, Luke Whaley, 8 returns for a 17-yard average. Jeriah Griffin, 3 returns with a touchdown, averaging 40 yards on the average on the return. Cam Baker has returned 1 punt for 6 yards. Kick returners, Baker 3 times, 11-yard average. Griffin 2 times for a 15-yard average. And Luke Whaley 1 for a 75-yard kickoff return. Tried to find the stat, but haven't been able to find it. When was the last time we get a kickoff return and a punt return per touchdown in the same game. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to dig back into the record books for that one. I'm not sure of the answer to that one.
We did that against Cherokee. So there you go. That's a look at the offense. We'll take a break, take a look at the defense right after this break. We are live. Again, we're on the road. We are here at Sullivan East High School. One more road game after tonight. We'll be in Kingsport at J. Fred Johnson Stadium next week for the big house, taking on the Indians of Dobbins Minute. But tonight, we're at Sullivan East in a big Region 1 4A matchup involving two unbeaten 2-0 teams. What's going on down there right now?
Oh, business is booming right now. We have lots of fall things coming in, pumpkins galore, ghost things, lots of big furniture items, trunks, flat top trunks, curved trunks, lots of pictures, lots of cast iron, all kinds of things to get you ready for fall.
You got a Vols window, is that right?
We have a UT Vols window, and hopefully we'll do better this Saturday, so we can sell some things from that window. But yeah, we'll have ornaments coming in soon, Vol ornaments, Cyclone ornaments, lots of handmade items.
How many vendors?
We have close to 50 vendors, and have a 3-page waiting list for more vendors coming in, and so we're doing really well.
Hours you're open, and how do we find you on social media?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday. We have an Eagle Center Facebook page. So we'd love to have you come by and see.
One of our great sponsors, love promoting the Eagle Center, one of the proud sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells, officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Back at Sullivan East High School, Richard Van Us, Dana Malone, yours truly, Tom Taylor, bringing it to you. Again, hello to Lisa May. Lucy Fortner, bless your heart. Broke your leg, had surgery, and got home just in time to tune us in. Thank you. Hope we'll put a smile on your face tonight, ma'am. Lisa May, Mike Sheriff Fraley, thank you, sir. Patsy Lyons, George Gwynn, the container man. Mark Hyatt, Sharon Thomason. Appreciate you kids very much. Our defense lights out. 3 sacks, 11 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback hurries, 1 fumble recovery, interceptions back for touchdowns. We've had those several times this season, obviously. And so Eli Blevins will return 1, Buckles will return 1 for interceptions. So this football team flies to the football, no question, Coach. And so, again, it's a defense. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think Sullivan East is going to see or has seen, or will see, I should say, the type of defense we're about to bring to the table tonight.
Yeah, they're certainly aggressive and solid at every position, as we've talked about there. This will be a great test for our secondary, though. Really interested to see how the East receivers match up with our secondary. And, again, are we able to put pressure on Fisher and not give him time back there to complete some of those passes.
Your stats being brought to you by Jason Blevins, Randall Birchfield. We appreciate him very much. We'll tell you all about him coming up here. There's Crystal Van Huslen there. You know her?
Yeah, I do know her.
She's on.
She should be somewhere. She's on her way over here if she's not here yet.
There you go.
If she's not, it's looking a little crowded over there.
It is. As usual, the visitor stands can't hold the orange and black. Our leading tackler in the season, Justice Wallen with 25, Zeth Mullins 22, Eli Gass 20, Landry Buckles 19, Rowland 18, Bryson Rowland, Mason Ball 17 tackles in the season, Caleb Holzer 16, Andrew Blevins 14, Ben Adams 13, Billy Woodby 12. Those are the double-digit tacklers. Hughes with 8, Whitehead with 7, Zach Wallen with 7, and Luke Whaley with 7. Jariah Griffin with 6. Again, Coach, this football team flies to the football. There'll be pressure on Fisher tonight, the Sullivan East quarterback. He's a dandy, but again, there's a front 4 in Adams and Ball and Guess and Hughes. Science Hill couldn't stop him. Morristown West couldn't stop him. Granger couldn't stop him, and Cherokee couldn't stop him. We'll see tonight if the Sullivan East Hogs up front, they can stop our front 4 defensively. If they can't, I'll go ahead and tell you on the record, it's going to be a long night for this home team tonight.
Yes, sir. That's Couldn't said it better myself.
Hello to Eleanor Rambo in Southport in the middle of a huge storm. Thank you in Southport, North Carolina. Hunker down. Tyler Hyder in Surfside Beach, South Carolina. Janice Bradley, Linda Birchfield, Tina Westgate, John Harden watching from my recliner in Betsytown. Might be the best place to be. Maybe the best place to be. We'll come by and get ready for the coin toss. We'll do that right after this timeout from our pregame sponsor, Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. You're watching Elizabethton, third-ranked, undefeated Elizabethton Cyclone football.
Really easy way to feed a family or a bunch of people. We start them off at 4. Dream pack for 4 runs $32.99, gives you a pound of meat. You can do pulled pork or pulled chicken, either one at that price. 3 sides, it's a pint each, so it's a 4-ounce serving of meat, 4-ounce serving of 3 different sides, gives you a really good meal that'll fill you up. It's not something that you eat and you're hungry later, an hour later. I'm going to include your buns, your barbecue sauce. Instead of picking up a pizza, come by here, pick up a Dream Pack. Your family will thank you. And if you need it for more people, the breakdown on it's $8.25 a person. 12 people, for instance, is $99. You'll see that advertising out from us in a lot of different places. Feed 12 people for $99. That gives you 2 pounds of meat, 1.5 quarts of each side. Still gives you the bun, still the barbecue sauce. Really, really popular. I had a group at Eastman just order a 16 for Wednesday. So you call us ahead. We can do as many people as you want. We do 100 people, 200 people. We'll put those in pans for you, or as few as 4. So in even numbers, however many you want, $8.25 a person. You can't beat it.
Cannot beat it, folks. Again, here at Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. The phone number is 349-6437. Hours are open
11 to 7, Tuesday through Saturday. We take Sunday and Monday off, but we're here the rest of the week.
Social media
on Facebook, maybe Instagram later if one of my kids shows me how to use it, but right now it's on Facebook. That's where people watch you, so we'll figure they've got it here.
And the website is?
Website is philsdreampit.com.
You got it.
I see a familiar face here. Looks like he's ready to talk to you.
He is.
That's
our buddy Jeff.
Going to talk some NASCAR, I'm betting.
That's our buddy Brian Pipkin, the owner of Phil's Dream Pit, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Well, it turns out George broke his leg and not Lucy, so there you go. She said, I'm sorry, I told you the wrong thing. It's George who broke his leg. We're sorry about that, George. Here come these Patriots out on the field. Cyclones are going to come out on the field. Coin toss about to happen here. We're not that far away from kickoff. Again, the stats brought to you by Randall Birchfield Real Estate and Auction at 543-5959. Jason Blevins. Been around this program a long time. Got 2 of them playing, of course, Jack and Andrew. Owner of Randall Birchfield Real Estate and Auction. If you're looking to buy, sell, or auction or appraise your property, give them a call at 543-5959. Awesome atmosphere down here with this game tonight. I mean, it is a beautiful night here in Bluff City. Gorgeous field, gorgeous setting. They've done so much to this field and this facility, both baseball and football. Please rise for the national anthem. We're going to break away and let one of ours sing it, as only they can. So we'll do that right now, and that will be Loretta Bowers here on Cyclone Football.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearings, Citizens, pearl wise, we do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. Do carry classic imports, which is sterling silver items, and then sterling reputation, that's sterling silver items. Piaro is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course, and jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jeweler's Bench. And so social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports and the Tom Miller Sports Show, the great folks at the Jeweler's Bench. Back at Sullivan East High School again, Richard Van Huss, Dana Malone, yours truly, Tom Taylor. Coach, what's the keys tonight? Cyclones get this big W and head off to Kingsport Dobbins-Benton next Friday night.
I think the number one key is, I mentioned it earlier, it's the guys that put their fingers in the ground. It's going to be the defensive line for the Cyclones and the offensive line for Sullivan East. Can East do what you mentioned that no one else has been able to do, slow that front four pressure down that the Cyclones have? If they're able to do that, it's going to be a game. If they can't, it's probably going to be all Cyclones tonight. And from the Cyclone standpoint, again, it's been almost 2 weeks since you played. So, again, you want to come out crisp, clean, and sharp. And, again, you've got to limit penalties and turnovers, as we've talked all year long. If you limit those two things, you're always going to have an opportunity for a game. So you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot by making mistakes that gives the other team momentum.
Hello, Dinah Sells and Susan Duggar and Josh Rasnick and Junior Stanley and Jared Ellis. Thank you, kids, for being with us. We are live here again at Sullivan East High School again. How about our T.A. Duggar football team, Coach? 38-0 last night over Liberty Bell, and the JV won 8-0. Our varsity T.A. Duggar football team heading to Greenville Thursday. Big matchup. But we will tell you that they've outscored their opponents 238-12. Is unbelievable.
Yeah, they're rolling for sure. Rolling for sure.
All right, let's get the foursome out there for the coin toss. First off, for the homestanding Sullivan East Patriots, number 14. Let's see. Call up those numbers, Coach, and I'll rattle them off for you.
Number 14.
Braden Ringley.
Number 16.
16 is Drake Fisher.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Will Alley.
And number 87.
87 for East will be Matt Geisinger. For the Cyclones.
We've got number 51.
51, that would be and is Kyron Smalls.
Number 4.
Cam Baker.
Number 30, I believe that's number 36, yeah.
36, that would be Xavier Smalls.
Yep. And one more there, 30.
31.
31.
Travis Smalls. So there you go. Hello, Andy Wetzel. Hello, Coach Brock Pittman, David Garland, Stephanie Schaus. Hello, lady. How are you? And we appreciate you kids very much. We're ready to go. Get this party started. Cyclones, again, hasn't played for, it'll be 2 weeks on Sunday. Ready to roll. Hello, Tyrone Henry, Jay Younts, Jerry Franklin. Yeah, Loretta Bowers is an incredibly good singer. Yep. You're exactly right, Jerry Franklin. So Dana Malone on the camera tonight, and we're ready to roll. Coin toss won by, we were away. Coin toss was won by East. They won the football first. They're in their home blue, red numerals trimmed out in white. They are 2-0. We're 2-0. We're third in the state undefeated behind Pearl Cone and Upperman, and they are looking for, a little RESPECT, as they say. And they think tonight they can get that. Hello, Keisha Pierce, John and Pam Hutchins, Jennifer Olson. So here we go. Campbell ready to boom it away right to left here on a gorgeous night for football at Bluff City and Sullivan East High School. Thanks to Kim Carey, the athletic director, said, yes, come up here and run that camera so we can showcase our kids too. Across the way, the pep band down the far right-hand corner. Cyclone pep band, glad they're here. Our band gets ready to go in competition next Saturday in the Carnes Invitational, defending their crown. Coach, how about real quick before these teams it off? Last Friday night, unbelievable, the pep rally.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was unable to be there, but was able to watch you as you streamed that event, and just, again, Cyclone Nation showing up and showing out as they always do, and just our students, just the way they performed. And It's just a great community to be in. Support was amazing, just like it was last night at that junior high game.
Campbell went over kick at the 8. Here he comes up the field to the 10 to the 15. Tries to get to the 20. He's going to be broke loose and tackled at the 17-yard line. He got free for a minute, but he didn't get free from 51. Tyrone Smalls, one of the co-captains, got him. 44 had a hand on him for the Cyclones. That would be and was Ben Adams, but he got away from him, the return man. So they set up shop 1st and 10. Hello to Lauren Clemson. We had the privilege last night of doing senior night for the 5 ladies, including Bailey Van Us.
Yes.
So that was a really cool event, and I appreciate you all asking me to be a part of those young ladies' senior night of volleyball. You only get one. So here's Drake Fisher. We have heard all about this youngster. Let's see what he can do against Mason Ball, Landon Hughes, Eli Guess, and now Ben Adams will have to go off the field, and in will come Andrew Blevins in his absence. So we'll see what they can do against this 4-man front. Nobody else been able to stop them. Let's see what they can do here. Mason Ball will now go. Where's he going to go? Is he going to jog off the field too? Yep, he has to go off the field. In comes who? Let's see.
48.
48 for the Cyclones. That'll be Kyler McGovern. So our 2 starting ends have to go off the field for whatever
and
case.
Here's an East player going off. So
yeah.
We're worried about uniforms.
Yeah.
That's.
You're exactly right. They're making wholesale changes for one side. Well, not wholesale.
Here goes another one.
Blevins will go off. Let's see. Wonder what it is. They won't let him play. Haven't seen this before, Coach. Hello, Pete Taylor. Hello to Katie Witten. Don't know. There's been a bunch of move in and move out.
I think we're going to play.
There we go. Fisher out in the flat, squared out and dropped the ball down and out pattern, incomplete. Will Alley, the intended receiver, on a down and out pattern, incomplete, 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Just got started. So we made some equipment changes on both sides. Hello, Rick Hendrick. Hello to Natasha Marshall, Dale Coleball. We said hello to Miss Clemson, Miss Lauren. Just got started here at the 17-yard line. Fisher out of the gun, near hash mark, working left to right. Cyclones, and now looks like Mason back on the field, jumped. And so Ball will give them a 5-yard gift to the 22-yard line, would appear. Let's see if he jumped in the neutral zone. And he did. They're going to mark it off into the 22. It gives them a 5-yard gift to the 22-yard line. Volleyball got a couple of big wins this week.
Yes, they did. Yes, it was a good week.
Soccer, Lauren Meyer and Kaya and Molly both got goals. They won 2-0 over Unicoi County. So he'll split them in behind the shotgun quarterback, Drake Fisher. He'll hand off to the running back coming up. Nothing. Boom. Dropped. 22-yard line. Nothing. Coach.
Eli Guess.
Eli Guess. Been doing it all season long, folks. Eli Guess. 6'2", 290. Senior for the Cyclones. Dropped him for no gain on the play. 3rd now on about 4.5, call it 5 for East. First quarter, no score.
So you got third and 5 right here. I think the East attack will try to be able to give a lot of rhythm throws here to where Fisher has a chance to get it out quick before the rush gets there.
Well, near Ashmore got 2 out that way. The wide side of the field comes this way. Down the field's got a man and overshot him, incomplete. Went down, did a turnaround. The old curl pattern. Intended receiver was Corbin Lejeune. Flag on the play now. Let's see what happened in the backfield. Fisher unloaded and missed him. He's in target badly, but there's a flag thrown on the play. Let's see. It will be personal foul against the Cyclones. That was a 4th down punting situation, gives them new life. Big time new life. All the way out to, they're going to mark the football on the penalty to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Sullivan East. 2 critical penalties here in this opening drive, give them life here. So, some room to work now at the 37 on the near hash mark. No score first quarter at the 11:06 mark. It's going to be a long night. They stop it every time on the pass play. And another, this time, penalty flag, and it may be legal procedure it is against East. So, they'll go back downfield on a 5-yard penalty. So, puts it back down to the 32. So remember, every passing play, they stop the clock. So did you pack a lunch? We may be here this evening. I mean,
That'd be okay. We haven't played in 2 weeks, so
we
we've
played
got a lot to make up for.
Good point. We played 54 seconds so far here in all this.
Yeah. What is that, the third penalty?
Yep,
Is that right?
third penalty of the game. 2 on us, 1 on them. Hello, Tammy Blevins. Hello to Brandon Sutton. Fisher looking, throws out, sidearm slinger down the field. Got a man out there, and it's going to be batted down. Cyclones. Double coverage, they batted away. Cam Baker. Yep.
And the corner was over there, too. Let's see, we had Cam Baker and number 19, Zach Wallen was over there and on that, too. Nice coverage.
Hello to Connie Foster, Teresa Watkins, Lisa Broom. Lisa's in Aiken, South Carolina. We see it now on a 2nd down and 15 from the 32-yard line. First quarter, no score. So Fisher kind of slings it sidearm, not over the top, almost 3/4 in a pitching analogy. Out in the flat, he'll go and incomplete. He had back pressure immediately, Coach. Had someone back there rattling his cage for the Elizabethton Cyclone defense. That would be 44. Ben Adams was back there, made Fisher unload early. Told you the storyline of this game tonight. Said it all week long. Everybody said, well, they've not said, look, they've not seen a 4-man front like we're about to bring to them, and there's the case. Adams made him unload it quickly. Brings up a 3rd down and 15. On the end, Blevins, 32, Guess, Hughes, and Adams. 3rd down, 15, 32-yard line. No score first quarter at the 10:52 mark. Fisher, shotgun, single setback out there beside him. Here comes pressure over the middle and incomplete. Almost picked off, and there again, there come the pressure. You had Adams back there. You had Blevins back there. They were bearing down on him. You had unload, Coach. Pressure by the Cyclone defensive front. They got to punt the football. Not much to show in the first set.
Nope, and Justice Wallen was right in his spot there. His linebacker position, he had dropped into his zone and was right there to deflect the ball away. Almost intercepted that ball.
Cyclones go back to receive it. Jariah Griffin will be the deep man back at about the 35-yard line. So the first look at this defensive front, they didn't get much, quite frankly. Here comes the punt. It's a nice one, nice punt. Jariah will take it to the 35 on the fly. Juggled it, hangs on to it. He'll go to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, cuts back and down to the 35-yard line. 30-yard punt return for Jariah Griffin sets us up, Coach. 1st and 10, 35-yard line. Great return by number 9.
Okay, illegal procedure on them on the punt. I'm sure we're going to decline that and take the ball to 32-yard line.
I would think so, yes. Hello, Doug and Sherry Merriman, Linda Dunlap, Tim Carrier, Joseph Taylor, and Roy and Al Kimbrell. All right, 30, where they mark the football at, Coach?
30, 31, 32. I think it's a 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
They haven't spotted the ball yet, but I think it's a 32. Well,
10:30 mark, first quarter, our first offensive set on a team that's averaging 48 points a game. So they're going to keep marking it downfield. They'll set it about the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Offense engineered by Red Slagle. See what Red can do here in his first offensive set in good field position at the east 30-yard line. Backs to the scoreboard. Puts a man in motion. Blevins this way. Hands off. Tries to get outside on the corner. 20, 25, 20, 15, and ran out of bounds. Jariah Griffin got the tote. Takes it from the 35-yard line, or 30-yard line rather, down inside the 25, down to the 20, mark it to the 15-yard line. Double C Western Supply 1st down. Cyclones on the move here in this opening drive.
Yeah, Jariah was able to really use his speed right there to get to the corner and pick up a nice 1st down. Get us inside the 15.
15-yard line, Mullins, or rather Slagle hands off to the 15 to the 14-yard line. Can you see this? What you need to see that better? There you go. Griffin makes the run. Oh, check that. That was Holzer running the football that time. Ball to 14, picks up 1. Holzer gets a handoff, cuts up inside, and Kayla will be drugged down from behind inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Holzer toting the mail. Smith-Peters makes a tackle for Sullivan East. Brings up a third down, and what we got, Coach?
Five or six.
I was going to say 5.
Yep.
Slagle inside the 10 of the red zone first quarter. Knocking on the door. Handoff again. Oh, he got pounded. They were waiting on him on that one. Popped his helmet off and then got up and kind of, yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, that's essentially what they called the penalty on the Cyclones earlier. And, I mean, the same thing happened right there, but no penalty.
Helmet popped off. Who was that, Coach? Number 72 for Sullivan East. Made a big hit on Holzer. 72 would be Marshall Jones. So
looks like we're going to go for it here, Tom.
Going for it, yep. 4th down and about 8 from the 12-yard line. Slagle, you have to go through the air. Holzer single setback, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Operating from the right around the 12-yard line. 4th down, needed down to 4 to move the sticks. Slagle looking. Play action. Over the middle and incomplete.
Let him just a little bit
Let him too far. Yep, good point. Incomplete. Well, over on downs, it goes back to the Patriots in a scoreless first quarter to 8:35 mark. Gives the Patriot faithful here in front of us a little happiness because they stopped a team that's averaging 44 points a game. So East will take it back at the 12-yard line. Front wall, Ball, Guess, Hughes, Adams. Rowland's out there. Wallen's out there, outstanding linebacker, only a sophomore, number 28. Holzer's out there. Fisher from his 12, left to right, no score first quarter. Fisher, 3-step drop, looks, flushed out of the pocket, pressure again. Fisher running, slings it up the field, and it's going to be caught and dropped. He got it popped at the 20-yard line. He caught it, and he and Holzer, and the East kid just smacked Holzer on the side of the helmet. Wow. They're fired up here, Coach.
They are.
Incomplete pass. Again, he had pressure, and he had to unload it because we're in the backfield in his grills, and that brings up a 2nd down and 10 from the 12-yard line. Clock at 8:27 to go, first quarter, no score. Next Friday night, we'll be on the road at Dobbins Bennett and back home, finally, for homecoming against Northview on the first Friday in October. Handoff and nothing. He got to the 12, maybe to the 13, back to the line of scrimmage, and not a lot. Again, tackle made by Kent, the Cyclones. Nice job by Kent, and also 27 Holzer. Gives him one on the play, 3rd down, and a long 9 now for Sullivan East. So the Cyclones defense swarming as I thought they would. They haven't disappointed. 3rd down long and a passing situation, obviously for East from their own 13-yard line. Fisher looking, throws down, got single coverage. Jariah picks it off. Interception of Jariah. He'll reverse his field and turn it back up to 40, 35. He's at the 30, and he'll run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Drake Fisher got outside pressure, unloaded that one, looked like a pop-up, and Jariah Griffin hauls it in for the interception, and the Cyclones set up shop, Coach, on a great turnover pick by Jariah Griffin, and we're in business again deep in East territory.
Yeah, he just floated that one downfield, and that was pretty easy pickings for Jariah on that play. You're exactly right. Had good coverage by the corner there underneath, and Jariah back over top. Nice play. It set us up in nice field position at the 20, looks like the 26.
Griffin interception at the 7:40 mark in the period. So Fisher's been under the gun the entire offensive sets he's been out there. Will sound like a broken record. One more time, I'm going to tell you, I'm not surprised. We have an excellent defensive front. 27-yard line. Let's see what we can do here in the first quarter. No score at the 7:40 mark. Slagle, single setback on the near hash mark. Hands off to Holzer. Holzer will try and crack it down inside. He'll get it inside the 25 to about the 24 to the 23. And once again, wow. Same kid. This time we got tangled up with Kyron Smalls, who laid there on the field and did not retaliate, and they separate them. Wow. Picks up 3, 2nd and 7, 23-yard line. Cyclones. Holzer. Single setback. Quick throw to the far side. Caught. He's inside the 20s, inside the 15, and out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
First down, Tom.
First down, Double C Western Supply, first down. Cyclones, Double C Western Supply, home of the Huey Ball Caps, the area kids boots, and the area women's boots. Railroad Street, DoubleCWesternSupply.com. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. No score, knocking on the door. Handoff, big hole coming to the near side. He'll get down inside. Holzer inside the 10. He's down about the 6. Caleb Holzer. And Holzer takes it from the 15 down to where, Coach? About the 4?
I'm trying to see where they've spotted it here. It looks like they're back on the 6.
It's on the 6.
Yeah.
They pushed it back to the 6.
Yeah.
Said his knee was down to the 6-yard line.
Second and 1.
Second and 1. Clock at 6:29 to go in the first quarter from the 6-yard line. Cyclones trying to punch it in here. Over center, Slagle.
Oh, that's
the
motion. We
motion.
were the Wildcat there.
Had the Wildcat, my bad. Wildcat, yep. Against the Cyclones. Mark it back 5. Second and 6. So to Kylie McGee and Holly O'Quinn, Lori Wilson, Brandy Porch, Regina May, Nicole Honeycutt-Moore. Wildcat package, it's Jariah sidestepping up the middle. Jariah takes it in. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Jariah Griffin. Takes it from 11 yards out, and we strike first here in this matchup unbeatens. An 11-yard run by Griffin, who appropriately enough was the one intercepted the ball to give us the ball back, Coach.
Yeah, he's played a well of a game so far, and nice response there by the Cyclones after turning the ball over on downs. Good defensive stop, like you said, and then Jariah taking that one in for the score. 9th
touchdown of the season, his 4th rushing the football. Cyclones strike first on the clock time at 6 minutes even to go in the first quarter. Cyclones up 6-0. And going for the point after, Whaley has to get out there to be the holder. This is Bowers, the freshman. 23 out of 25 on the season. Ball down. It's up. It's end over end. It's long enough. It's deep enough. And it is good. 7-0 first quarter. You're watching third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Now this from one of our great sponsors, good folks from Carter County Bank.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County-owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better. Carter County Bank is big on small business, locally owned and managed to support our first priority, Carter County and the people who live here. Visit any of our branches or go online to cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is a division of Bank of Tennessee.
Back at Sullivan East High School, Dana Malone, Richard Van Huston, yours truly, Tom Taylor, ready to bring it to you. Again, after the touchdown, Deuce Morton says, let's go Cyclones. Well, there's one that gave us some memories.
Yeah, that
Lawsy, mercy. And his sister is a very, I love it, aggressive soccer player.
You're surprised, right?
Not the least bit surprised. Here's the kick. It's taken on the fly at the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, and gang tackle to the 24-yard line. Holy smokes.
Tom, Ben Adams destroyed the blocker right there and then fought off and was in on the tackle. I mean, that was pretty impressive play by him.
So the return man, number 30, was Tyler Cross, the senior. He got a sea of white jerseys all over him at the 24-yard line. 7-0 Cyclones, 5:52 to go in the opening period. As we told you, next Friday night we're at Dobbins Minute, the final road trip of the year. We'll be at home for the remaining slate in October. Out of the gun. Here comes pressure. Screen pass caught. 25, 30, 31, 32. Bounced off of the defender. Got it up the field. Nice return. Tackle made on the catch. Nice tackle made with the Cyclones. Call out the name of Justice Wallen. Screen pass worked for him, Coach. Got it out to the 33-yard line. Nice job.
Yeah, that's a nice call. You know, we've talked about the defensive front for the Cyclones, and they definitely got a lot of pressure there. And so your linebackers have to read that play and get up there and make that. Certainly don't want them getting 9 yards every time they run that play. We'll see it again, I promise you.
Yep. 2nd and 1, picks up 9, ball to the 33-yard line. First quarter, 7-0 Cyclones. Fisher, 3-step drop, slings it. Downfield single coverage, and it's going to be intercepted. Cyclones picked it off. Great job by Elizabethton High School. Who got it, Coach?
That's number 19.
19. Interception by Wallen. Zach Wallen will get the ball back again.
Yeah, that was a tremendous play. Again, we obviously know the strength. We've talked about it in Fisher in the passing game and leading the country and or being ranked in the nation in yards so far this year. And so the Cyclones knew that, and they've had time to practice that and certainly have had his number thus far here in the first quarter.
So we get the ball back on the INT the second time in the ballgame, had an interception. Griffin got the first one, and Dry ultimately scores, and Fisher can sling it, but he's out there in single coverage, and our guy beat their guy to get the ball. And a nice defensive play by Zach Wallen for the interception. We get the ball back at the 30. Coming out of here, caught. Just out of Dry at the 40. He's at the 44-yard line. Nice pickup of Dry Griffin. Picks up 13 for Double C Western Supply. First down, home of the George Strait Wrangler shirts. And the Double C Western Supply Tom Taylor Sports T-shirts, $12 they are, $10 they cost you. The $2 of every shirt they've sold. They're on to their third reorder, which we appreciate. $2 of every shirt sold on that 12 goes to the Cyclone Touchdown Club. Slagle, quick turnaround, caught at the 50-yard line and ran out of bounds. And so, nice catch by Jariah at the 50.
Number 14 on the tackle.
Picks up 6. Tackle made by Braden Ringley, the junior for Sullivan East. Puts it at the 50-yard line. Clock 4:21 first quarter. Clock moving. It's a 7-0 Cyclone lead here. Battle of unbeatens. Greenville played Morristown West on Tuesday. They won 27-21. They're playing again tonight at Volunteer. They want to make sure they got their games in. Thank you, Morristown West. Slagle flushed out of the pocket. Slagle looking downfield. That's going to be a hold on us big time. He'll throw it wide open. He'll come back. Yeah, it's a hold on us. Clears the veil. Touchdown is there, but they'll bring it back. I'm 99.9% sure, Coach, that's a hold on the Cyclones.
Yeah.
It was so obvious from here. Yep, bring it back. So touchdown erased. Slagle slung it about 35 yards in the air, so obviously he's got a cannon too. They both do, he and Fisher. But the penalties against the Orange and Blacks is what, our 4th penalty of the ball game? Is that correct?
That's correct.
Yep. 7-0 Elizabethton again at the 3:55 mark, first quarter. Great camera work by Dana Malone tonight. Appreciate her bunches. So they'll mark it back down the field. And they'll set it at the 40. So it brings up a second down. And what, about 14?
Yeah.
14 yards. Slagle, single setback behind him, working right to left here. Rhett will hand off. Big hole. Look out to the 45. Got hit from behind. Zeth Mullins hit him from behind coming up the field. Who made that hit, Coach? That would be number 6.
Yeah.
6 will be Donovan Smith-Peters, the senior. Forward progress to the 47-yard line. Picks up 7. We'll take that all day long. Third down, Cyclones. Third down and about, call it 8. First quarter, 7-0, and we jumped. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, just going the wrong way on this drive. We've already had one touchdown call back because of a penalty, and now you're 3rd and behind the sticks here. Again, not totally surprised at this. Again, just the layoff that they have. Just got to get these things corrected now.
Yep. A little rusty. 3 to the far side, the wide side of the field. Ball to the near hash mark. 3rd and 12 now. from the 42-yard line. First quarter's 3:18 mark. We lead 7-0. Down to their 46 to move the sticks, and so let's see now. They'll come in.
We're going to talk about it for a minute.
And let's see what they will say here. Yeah, they're pointing up here. I guess the electronic clock operator, I suppose. Clock says 3:10 to go in the period. Not sure what that was all about, but here we go.
Not sure either.
3rd and 12 from the 42-yard line. Cyclones lead 7-0. Big play here. Want to move the sticks and keep it going to their 46 to get a first down. Slagle rolls out. Red looking, throws downfield, got a man wide open, caught. Cyclones first down the far sideline to the 40 and maybe to the 39. Nice catch by the Cyclones.
I believe that's Eli Blevins.
Eli Blevins making the catch, exactly right, and he gets it down to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 18, first down. Elizabethton to the 40-yard line, a double C Western Supply first down. 2:39, clock rolling, first quarter, 7-0 Elizabethton. On the move again after a Zach Wallen interception. Handoff coming outside.
Oh, yeah.
Got some running room. He's at the 35. Turns the corner 30. He's at the 25. Hit a steam down to the 20-yard line. Cam Baker toting the mail, picks up about 20. And a double C Western Supply first down. Man, he runs hard. He runs downfield too, Coach.
Yes, he does. Number 20, Caden Roberts on that tackle, but that was a nice play. We destroyed the end there and set the edge and gave Cam plenty of room to run, and he turned it on right there. And very nice run. That's been a nice wrinkle that the Cyclones have started adding in, is giving Cam the opportunity to carry the ball.
Ball's at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Cyclones in the red zone again. First quarter, knocking on the door. Hand off to Mullins. Mullins wrapped up, nice open field tackle. Dropped him, just got back to the line of scrimmage. 62 making a stop. And also, I think number 1, Blue Prophet, and 62. Son of a gun, we don't have a 62. So there you go. Did I get it wrong? Maybe it's just me. It's hard for me to see these numbers up here tonight, sir.
I'm not sure there either, Tom. Some of those guys have their jerseys rolled up, and I can't see.
Their bellies are hanging out, so 20-yard line. Anyway, he's made a nice tackle. Slagle shotgun and fumbled the ball, just fell on it, all the way back to the 28-yard line. We'll lose 8. 1:10 to go. You can tell we've not played for, 12 days?
Yeah.
13 days, 12 days.
You know, sometimes, Tom, you can be so amped up that kind of gets you out of your game, and that very well may be the situation. Cyclones need to just settle down and just play football. But again, sometimes you just have to keep your emotions in check.
Going for number 651 career win for the school tonight. Slagle, plenty of time. Down the middle, he's got a man caught. He's at the 15-yard line, stays on his feet. He'll get down to the 10. Great catch and great throw, and yards after the catch. For Eli Blevins making the catch down to the 10-yard line, takes it down 18 yards. Actually, they'll mark it at the 9-yard line, so 19-yard pass play with 23 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, that was a great play. Great catch by Eli. The ball was a little bit high. He went up there and caught it, and then had presence of mind to push forward and get the first down.
From the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Final seconds of the first quarter. Slagle hands off. Big hold to Jariah. Jariah will crank it down to about the 5 and get pushed back right there as the quarter will come to an end, and it does right now. 1 of the books. The Battle of Unbeatens. We lead after 1. 3rd-ranked Elizabethton leads Sullivan East 7-0. Now this from Food City.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the collab of flavors. The sweet honey, the pickled jalapeno peppers, and the creamy pimento cheese. It is a perfect bite.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the richness of the pimento cheese. When I took a first bite, I was like, go, go, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go chicken, go, go, go get it.
We start the second period. We're live here again at Sullivan East High School on an absolute gorgeous last day of summer Friday night here. Tomorrow, autumn rolls in. Cyclones knocking on the door at the 5-yard line. So, great job, Dana, to zero in on this. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. Now what are they doing? It's been a start and stop game, Coach. We get things going and we stop. We get things going. The officials still don't know what they came over and stopped the play last time about.
Oh, we have an injured player right down here. Sorry, we missed that.
You're exactly right,
Yeah.
down here on the 25-yard line. You're exactly right. So,
Can't see a number, Tom.
the Sullivan East player down to the 25-yard line. Getting ready to start the second period, 7-0. Nope, never saw that. So, they're going to help him up. He is number
52.
52 for East. That would be Will Moss, M-A-A-S. Being helped off the field. Looks like a leg or a knee. Cyclones at the 5-yard line on that end of the field, ready to go, knocking on the door of the scoreboard end of the stadium here. 7-0, trying to add to it here. This touchdown at the 5-yard line, if we can punch it in, also came as a result of the INT. So both touchdowns will be a result of turnovers. Toss going back the other way and gone.
What a play.
Touchdown Cyclones.
Yeah, a little counter action there by the Cyclones, and he just walked into the end zone for the touchdown. Nice design by the Cyclones.
Touchdown was by
Jeriah
Griffin again. Caught me completely off guard.
That was a great play. It was a great play.
I had no clue. I'll just go ahead and tell you. That was a lost ball in the high weeds. 13-0 Cyclones, we know that, at the 11:49 mark in the first half. Elizabethton up 13, trying to make it 14-0. Whitehead to hold. Ball down. Bowers. It's in and in. Long enough. Deep enough. And 14-0 Cyclones first quarter. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching undefeated. We are ranked. Undefeated third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. What of all these hands do, nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back at Sullivan East has been ruled a pass for a touchdown. We'll let him explain it right after this kickoff. So it's Slagle to Griffin for the touchdown. Either way, we're up 14-0 first half here. 11:49 mark. I would think this is a big drive here for East. We've pretty much snuffed them out offensively so far. Let's see what they can do. They'll get their chance here. Here's the kick. They'll kick it away from everybody. It goes out of bounds at about the 25, right around the 25-yard line. Explain the touchdown, Coach.
Yeah, so Jeriah was at a wing on the offense, and then he motioned back underneath. And when Rhett Slagle got the ball, he handed it to him underneath and then carried out his fake to the right. Jeriah was coming back to the left because he handed it forward. It's technically a pass. So that will go as a 5-yard touchdown pass from Slagle to Jeriah Griffin.
And for Rhett Slagle, his touchdown pass on the season now at, number 6? Is that correct?
Put me on the spot right here, I'll tell you.
Yep. First and 10, East at the 35-yard line after the penalty.
Yes, that's a 6.
6 touchdown catch of the pass of the season, Red Slagle. Fisher out here in the flat, caught, turns upfield and got popped. Rowland got him. Catch made by Prophet. He got popped. He paid for it. I can tell you that. 35-yard line, turn up the field to the 40, and Prophet makes the catch. Blew Prophet and got popped immediately by Bryson Rowland. Slagle, touchdown pass number 6 of the season for Rhett. Cyclones lead at 14-0 on a couple of Griffin touchdowns here. Second down and 4 from the 41-yard line. Clock at 11:18 and rolling in the first half. We'll talk to Dr. John Minton at halftime. And Coach Van Us got a big announcement about license plates for the Cyclones. And also our Teacher of the Year, rolling out Fisher. Throws out in the flat. It's going to be intercepted. Picked. He's hit down the far sideline inside the 40 to the 35. And Cam Baker with the INT for the Cyclones. To the 35 down to the 30. Third interception of the ball game by the Cyclone defense. Griffin, Wallen, and now Cam Baker with a pick at the 10:58 mark to go in the first half.
Yeah, it looked like he had a receiver underneath, and he overthrew that one pretty bad. And he said Cam was back over top right there, and it was a beautiful catch and a return.
Third pick of the game, for the Cyclones. Mark again right back into the East territory. The East defense has been out there for a while already, Coach.
Yeah, they sure have, and that probably doesn't bode well long term for East defense staying on there because, the Cyclones definitely have more depth than the Patriots do.
32-yard line, first and 10 Cyclones. 14-0, trying to add to it here in the first half. Hands off, coming to the near side. It'll be 30, and it'll be down to the 28-yard line. Fumbled football, and I believe he's got it. Yep.
I think so.
They ripped it loose, and they got the football back.
Cam was spinning for extra yards there, and they were able to strip it out. That was a nice play and a big stop by the Patriot defense.
Fumble. East gets the fumble. Fumble recovery by the Patriots, and they take the ball right back at the 10:48 mark, and they'll mark the football with the fumble recovery at the, 28-yard line? Is that right?
29.
29. 10:48 to go, first half. It's 14-0 Elizabethton. East with new life here with the fumble recovery. Cam tried to get that extra yard, trying to spin it upfield, and they ripped the ball out of his arm. It happens. Fisher, quick screen near side, caught, tried to turn up the field to the 30, and he'll get popped at about the 31 and fall forward, giving a little extra credit to the 33, 34-yard line. Smith-Peters makes it.
After the catch for sure, Tom.
Yep, to the 33 actually. Picks up 4, second and 6. Clock 10:21 to go, first half.
That's a good design. I think you may see that a little bit more right now to try to slow this Cyclone defense down a bit. Get something that Fisher can get out of his hands quick. He's thrown 3 interceptions already. Try to get him into a rhythm here, completing some short balls first.
Second and 6, 33-yard line. First half, we're up 14-0. Man in motion coming this way. He'll throw it out there to him, and Mason Ball, he threw him right in between his arms. He actually nicked his bicep as he threw it in between them. He went in there with his arms up, and he threw it like going through the goalpost, really, in between his arms, and nicked it a little bit incomplete.
Yeah, you could. We read that play all the way. You could see exactly what that play design was going to be from the get-go, and Mason was able to jump up. And then we had another, I think that may have been Zeth Mullins behind that also had a chance maybe at an interception there.
So it brings up a 3 to the near side, the wide side of the field, going trips this way on a 3rd and 6 from the 33. Looking, pressure, screen, caught over the middle. He'll go to the 35 to the 40, 45, and jukes a man out of the 46-yard line. Picks up 13, more than enough for an East first down.
Yeah, one thing we've not talked about tonight, either Tom or Sullivan East splits on the offensive line. They really split those linemen out and leave gaps, and they've done a decent job at times holding the Cyclones off. But that's been certainly the Patriots' most successful play is the screen plays. So linebackers and outside linebackers are going to have to adjust on that.
Puts it at the 46-yard line. First and 10 East on the move here. Cyclones showing a 4-man front, puts a man in motion coming out this way.
Deep.
Fisher looking, flushed out of the pocket, slings it downfield to his safety valve and led him too far. Out of the backfield, incomplete.
Yeah, he wanted to go deep there, but we had double coverage on the the split end, and then Ben Adams was out here, and then he was stuck kind of in between covering the receiver or stepping up to contain the quarterback. And once Fisher had rolled so far, he came up to contain the quarterback, and Fisher wasn't able to get it to him.
Intended receiver was Donovan Smith-Peters. Once again, Mason Ball back there, Sullivan East.
Yeah, illegal hands to the face. That's a 15-yard penalty. That's a big penalty.
All the way back to right around the 30-yard line. 31 to be exact. 9:11 to go to halftime. We lead at 14-0. So headed to the 46. The penalty puts it back to the 31. 1st and 25 now for East. Fisher looking, got pressure, screen again, and that time right there to play it perfectly.
Zeth Mullins.
Zeth Mullins drops him at the 31-yard line. Great read, Zeth, for no gain on the play. And once again, Coach, Mason Ball's back there. I mean, this guy's snapping and running now. They have no answer for our big guys up front. Didn't think they would, and so that's no knock on East. We're just a very talented front four. We've been doing it all season. We got a Cyclone down at the 39-yard line. Justice Smith immediately out there to see what's going on.
There was some extracurricular things going on at the end of that play.
There is a flag just to his left, yep. So we'll see who the Cyclone is that's down after this timeout. We'll be right back. Cyclones lead at 14-0 first half. Gorgeous night for football. Back after this from Northeast Community Credit Union.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Visitors table or welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family. We want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Injured Cyclone is Caleb Holzer, so he's going to be helped off the field. The penalty flag on the play. Again, there was, as Coach said, some extracurricular. Let's see what they're going to decide here. Offsetting penalties, Coach.
Yeah.
We got the short end of that deal. Our guy got hurt. So you push the ball back to the 33-yard line. 2nd and 23, 8:59 to go to halftime. We lead 14-0. Adams and Ball.
False start.
False start. I think East jumped there.
Yeah, it's on the tackle.
Got a little herky, a little jerky, and it'll go against the Patriots. So 2nd down now at 28. At the 28. Sloppy game, 8:44 to go. 3 interceptions by our defense. 2 of the pocket again, running this way, stopping, slinging.
Nice
and
play.
Incomplete.
It's a great
Popped him on a great defensive play, yep. Call out the name of Bryson Rowland.
Yes, sir.
Just as he was going to make contact with that catch, he popped him and knocked the ball loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's about as well as you'll see cornerback play right there. That's a great job coming up and knocking that ball loose.
Drake Fisher was intending that ball to Will Price. Incomplete. Actually, to Tyler Cross. My apologies. Going to Cross. Didn't get it, and it brings up a 3rd down and 28 now from the 27. First half, 14-0 Cyclones. Fisher. Quick throw to the near side, caught 25, trying to get upfield near sideline to the 32-yard line. Again, stop made by the Cyclones. Again, call out 24 making the stop for Elizabethton. Credit Landry Buckles, the junior. our state discus champion. 4th down and a bunch. We're going to get the football back, Coach. We stopped them. They're averaging on the season 32 points and giving up 20. They being East. Scoreless right now. 7:51 to go in the half. He'll stand at his 20 and punt it away here to the awaiting Jeriah Griffin. Here's a kick. It's going to be a short punt. It'll come down at about the 50 and go east to west and then finally trickle downfield about the 46. Great field position we'll have on our own 46-yard line. 1st and 10, leading 14-0. First half, be sure and go to collinsandcompany.info. They got property they're going to auction off tomorrow. They got personal property auctions going on right now. Most of those, they start out at $1 a buck a bid to get it started, so check them out at collinsandcompany.info. David Collins and Tracy Little and all the great folks that get named the Elizabethton Star favorite real estate and favorite auctioneer, David Collins. 1st and 10, 46-yard line. Fumble football, snap back there again on the shotgun, and Slagle goes back and just falls onto the 35-yard line. Loses 11, 2-0. It's very obvious this team is out of kilter because of the layoff. I think it's more of us not doing what we're supposed to do than what East has done for us so far. But East is bringing pressure, no question, but it looks, you can tell we haven't played for 12 days. No question. Slagle from the 36, Rhett. Hands off to Mullins. Mullins, big hold of the 40, 45. He's at the 50. Cuts outside of the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Does he go? He does! Touchdown, Cyclones. Zeth Mullins got it about the 40-yard line and shifted gears, and maybe he's gone.
Yeah, he was shot out of a cannon on that, Tom. Straight up the gut, and was able to get into the secondary and broke it to the Cyclone sideline across the way and just outran everyone into the end zone.
64-yard run by Zeth Mullins. Cyclones up 20-0 here in the first half. So Mullins with a 64-yard run. And the Cyclones are up 20-0 here in the first half. Whitehead to hold. Wow. Zeth Mullins at about the 40-yard. A bad snap on that one. It'll smother it. And the point after will not go. 20-0 first half. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching undefeated third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Now this from Whitten Huddle. You're watching Cyclone football. Oh, hang on. There's a flag on the play. Personal foul on Xavier Smalls after the point after against the Cyclones. They'll mark it off with the kick. 20-0 Cyclones first half. Back after this from Whitten Huddle.
Whitten Huddle, we want to create a positive atmosphere where all, whether it's strength training, speed training, football skills, we train all athletes of all different kinds from ages 5 to through college athletes. We actually trained our first athlete for the NFL Combine, Cameron Coleman. We'll try to get your athlete to a higher level.
Social media, how do we find you?
Yes, Whitten Huddle on Facebook, social media. It's WITTENHUDDLE.
What about a phone number?
Yeah, 423-707 sessions. You can continue private session or you can join the group sessions.
Well, we're great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Baylor Sports Show. Coach Ryan Whitten. 20-0 Cyclones. First half here at the 6:44 mark. Elizabethton will kick it off left to right here. Friday night will be at Kingsport Dobbins Minute. You with me?
I'm there, brother.
You got it.
Can't wait.
Yep. Our band's going to be there. I can't wait for us to strut our band out there. Wow, did they put on a show last Friday night, the Betsy Band? They'll be there in full ensemble at the 25-yard line. Next Friday night, they're kicking it off right at the 25-yard line. 20-0 Cyclones. So should be for the 35, tries to get outside, tries to spin his way and get away. Flags flying all over the place to the 45-yard line. Cyclones get a face mask. On the kickoff return.
After a personal foul.
After a personal foul.
There's your 30 yards. End zone.
40-yard line, handoff.
No,
Smith Peters wrapped up, and they got him at the 45.
I think Landry Buckles.
Landry Buckles in on the play. Yep.
Yeah, host the Cyclones.
Marks the football. They tackled him to 45. They put it up to 43. Good Lord. A little obvious. Is that the 45? They moved it up to the 43-yard line. 6-minute mark, first half. It's 20-0 Cyclones. It's a man in motion. Drake Fisher, high snap, looking for the screen. And let's see who hooked him. 72. I mean, that was so obvious. He hooked him. I thought they were getting ready to dance, square dance.
Yeah.
Swing your partner, do-si-do. Marshall Jones, the senior, young man who's going to be whistled and flagged for that one. They have no answer for Mason Ball. It's just that simple. Nobody has all season. It's not an Auckland East. Coach, he's just a man among boys. They have no answer for Mason Ball so far in this season.
It's a handful.
Ball back to the 47-yard line now. 5:14 to go first half, 20-0 Cyclones. Our defense lights out stout here. Trying to pitch a shutout. We have 28 of those under Sean Witten. More chatting among the officials. What we got here now? I'll reset the clock. They're going to ask him to adjust the clock time. It's 5:39. They set it back. 25 seconds on the clock. Was 5:14. Ball's at the 47-yard line. Cyclones lead 20-0 here. 5:30 to go to the break. East will get the second half kickoff, by the way. Puts a man in motion for Fisher. Here comes the pressure again. Ben Adams back there after him. Turns, tries to throw upfield, just throws it out of bounds. Yep. Threw it to one of the guys on the sideline. Again, Adams, Ball, Guess, Hughes. It's like rats after cheese, folks. They're coming.
Yeah, you got to give credit to the secondary right there. You had Rowland and Jari both back there that had a chance. If he'd have thrown that in bounds, it would have been picked off.
Yep.
So great job with pressure and great job in coverage. Know where to go with the ball.
Defensive stout up front, folks. Will run a three-man front on this one. It's a 3rd down and 23 now for Sullivan East on their own 48-yard line. We lead 20-0. Zeth Mullins, 64-yard gallop, a Jari Griffin 11-yard run, a Jari Griffin 5-yard pass from Rhett Slagle. And now East will burn a timeout. I think. Yep. Coach, we're going to talk about it at halftime a little bit, but you saluted Teachers of the Year last night at the school board meeting, did we not?
We sure did. We sure did. And we're just so blessed to have an incredible group of teachers just all across the system, quite frankly. And, it's hard to pick those people for superlatives every year, but we picked a great group this year. And if it's okay,
absolutely.
I'll just go ahead and
Please
read down
do.
those.
Yes, sir.
So the 23-24 Teachers of the Year, these are school level winners. So pre-K through 4th grade, we had 3 winners: Teresa Duggar, Whitney Birchfield, and Victoria Nanny. In the 5th through 8th grade and special areas, we had Vicki Royston, Carla Wiles, Jason Baker, and Colin McHenry. And then at the high level winners to represent Elizabethton C schools of the region, regional level, and pre-K 4th winner was Whitney Birchfield. And then Carla Wiles was a winner for 5th through 8th grade and special areas. And then 9th grade, of course, was Andrew Bentley. Just a fantastic group of teachers that just pour their heart and soul into our students.
Congratulations to our Teachers of the Year. 3rd and 20. Screen, near side, caught, and not much going to the 49-yard line. Cam Baker was there. Also for the Cyclones.
Get Tom.
We'll kick the ball at the 50-yard line. Going to get the ball back at the 4:55 mark and a half. We lead 20-0.
Now they're back to the 50.
On the offensive line for the Patriots.
5 more.
Also coming up at halftime, we'll check some other scores, what's going on around the region. Bluff City now for the Patriots. 4:30 to go, first half. It's 20-0 Cyclones here. Helmet high snap. Here comes Ben Adams. He blocked it. Adams got there and blocked it. Seth Mullins will fall into the 30 to about the 32-yard line. The block by Ben Adams. A fumble recovery.
An extra step, and he was there to just smother the ball. There was no way he's going to be able to get that ball off, and he deflected it, rolled toward the
reception of the block punt here in the first half. 4:15 to go. 4:16 to go to be exact. We lead 20-0. Here we go again at the 33-yard line. 10, 5, spins his way. Does he get in? Let's see. Do they give it to him? He does. Touchdown. Jariah Griffin.
What a run
from Jariah Griffin.
Yeah, a little bubble screen back to the middle, and Rhett hit him, and he turned upfield. And, I mean, again, he was shot out of a cannon just like Evans with the block to spring him into the end zone. And great individual effort for the final couple yards.
26-0 Cyclones first half here. Here's the lead at 27-0. You're watching third-ranked, undefeated Elizabethton Cyclone football. Your services from all the competition.
Well, number one is that we're local. The money that you spend with us stays here. Mm-hmm. This is not a large corporate venture that your money goes to Florida or Miami or up to Chicago or wherever else in the area has. And we can provide services and for the people of Elizabethton, of Carter County, Roan Mountain, Hampton, Stony Creek, Mountain City, Johnson City. That's why we have people from all over the area that flock to our facility because they know they're going to get the best care, the state-of-the-art care with the most state-of-the-art equipment.
It's awesome. Can't top that, folks. Great sponsor of the Tom Davis Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. And great folks at Physical Therapy Services. Behind the glass here, the press box at Sullivan East. See the glare, that's the best we can do. But out on the field, they're doing very nicely. 27-0 Cyclones first half. Griffin's third touchdown of the ballgame, number 11 of the season for Jariah, the junior. End-over-end kick. Bouncing around. It's up for grabs, and they'll finally get to it, and they got creamed. Holy smokes. He got it. Probably wish he hadn't. Ben Adams down there. Ben is playing a heck of a first half of this football game. Block punt. Been down on special teams coach, and they'll pin him back again inside their 20.
I can see why he's been a wrecking crew. He's blocked a punt. He's been on just about every tackle on the kickoff and just destroying people, blockers along the way. And, you know, it's real easy if you're a starter on defense to maybe take a play off. Special teams, not Ben Adams. He's not done that at all.
6'2", 195 junior, number 44. First and 10, 20-yard line. Cyclones up 27-0 first half here. Fisher throws out in the flat and not there, and Rowland popped him after the attempted pass, incomplete. 20 was the intended receiver. Rogers, incomplete. And Bryson Rowland put the whack on him. Rowland, the junior.
Yeah, Fisher's just not had good timing tonight, and, you know, I'd like to think that some of that the Cyclone defense has quite a bit to do with that.
Yes.
But he's just not been in rhythm, you know, kind of what we expected from the game.
Second and 10, 20-yard line, 3:54 to go to halftime. 27-0 Cyclones. Fisher flushed out of the pocket looking, throws against his body and nearly diving tried up the field at the 40-yard line, but number 30.
Yeah, Landry Buckles had a chance to intercept that one over here on the east sideline, just a little bit out of his reach.
Tyler Cross, the intended receiver. Buckles almost made a circus acrobatic interception there, diving for it. Third down and 10 now with the 20-yard line. How about a guy named Evan Carter? Is he having a year?
Wow. Just so proud of Evan, the young man that he is, and to see him have the success he is just great.
Playing Seattle tonight in Texas. Big series this weekend for the Rangers, trying to get into the playoffs. We'll see what timeout's been called now. We'll see. Let's talk about that. The Rangers, Evan Carter, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, got a double and a triple. He's thrown a couple of guys out on home plate, got stolen bases. I mean, this is a 21-year-old youngin' from Elizabethton, Tennessee, Coach.
Yeah,
we're proud as Peacocks of this kid.
We sure are, and just we know how Evan is. We know his personality and just what a great person he is. And you know that, sometimes the play on the field is one thing, but he is the epitome of a great teammate. And so I'm sure that the guys have really appreciated his presence in the locker room and just the way that he handles himself and carries himself and gives credit to everyone else around him and just wants to be a part of the team's success. That's number one with him, and just so proud of him, Evan, and just to see the few games that he's had at the majors and just the impact that he's had. So we know there's just continued great things for him. Again, he's a great baseball player, but he's an even better person.
Absolutely. And comes from a great family.
Yes.
Jason and Susan, just great peeps. And his brother, Dr. A. Carter. All right, 3rd and 10, here he comes. Pressure again. He'll sidearm sling it out here. Nice catch that time. Down and out. Who made the catch? Credit Cross for the catch to the 32-yard line.
First down.
To the 32-yard line. Picks up 12. Got the first down. Stops the clock. 3:42 to go to halftime. 27-0 Cyclones. Next Friday night, need a big house because it's a big place to fill up. J. Fred Johnson Stadium next Friday night, renewing the rivalry with the Indians. Enough said. Fisher out in the flat caught. Turns it upfield to the 35, and he'll get popped right there at the 35. Picks up about 3 hard-earned yards on the play. Roberts makes the catch. Cam Baker making a stop with the Cyclones. Clock rolling, 3:20 to go to halftime. Dr. John Minton joins us at the break. Cool thing. A Cyclone license plate. I'll let him tell you all about that at halftime. 27-0, 3:02 to go to the break. Well, Dr. John's back. I saw him running today, jogging his Cyclone orange shirt. An incomplete pass, and Seth Mullins popped him pretty good. Smith Peters didn't like that too well. Intended receiver.
When you're a defensive player like that and you're coming up hard on that play and it squirts through your hands, there's nothing dirty about that. It's just Seth coming up making a hard
It's called momentum.
Play. Yeah.
Stops the clock. We saw Dr. Minton out running today in his Cyclone orange shirt, running down the Tweetsy Trail. He's an avid
run.
He's a what?
That's his pregame
run.
Yeah. He's doing his part for the Cyclones.
Yes, he is. 2nd and 5, 37-yard line. 2:54 to go to the break. We're up 27-0. Fisher, again, pressure. Sidearms it down the field. Caught over the middle. Nice catch to the 50. 45 down to the Cyclone 40-yard line. Nice catch. 12 makes that catch.
That's probably his nicest throw of the night right there. It was just over the fingertips of the linebacker for the Cyclones and was able to connect. That's a very nice play. Nice throw.
Lazier takes it from this team. Last time we lost to Sullivan East was 2007. A rookie coach by the name of Sean Whitten came up here and lost back in 2007. He brought that up during the interview the other day. He said, last time we lost these guys, I was the first-year rookie coach. 2nd and 9. Fisher, here comes ball. Pressure, slings it, and in and out of the hands. Running east to west is the intended receiver to the 35-yard line. Roberts, the intended receiver. 3rd down and 9. Sullivan East at the 2:13 mark, first half.
Score update. Texas Rangers 4, Seattle nothing. Evan Carter just got a base hit, and he's also scored a run and 3 RBIs.
He's got 3 RBIs tonight?
Yes. He hit a home run. He hit a 3-run homer.
Evan Carter, 3-run homer just now.
Yep.
3rd and 9, 38-yard line. Carter, a 3-run homer for the Rangers. Fisher throws down the field and incomplete in traffic. Intended for number 7.
Will Alley.
Incomplete. 4th down and 9 from the 38 with 2:07 to go to get the second half kickoff. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to go for it. I think that's what they're looking at to the near sideline. So Evan Carter's hit a 3-run homer?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
4-0 Rangers.
Oh, baby. Gave me goosebumps. It's his 3rd home run of the season. RBI 6, 7, and 8 now for Evan Carter.
Not a bad 9-hole hitter.
Yeah. Oh, from little old Elizabethton, Tennessee. 38-yard line, 4th down. Fisher. Here comes the pressure. Mason Ball almost got him on the sack. He'll throw it downfield, and it'll be overthrown and incomplete. Mason Ball, again, causing problems back there for Drake Fisher. He's done it all night long. He's done it all season long. Incomplete pass, and we'll take over on down to the 1:59 mark in the first half, leading 27-0.
See what the Cyclones can do here. 1:59 to go.
East will get the second half kickoff. Again, next Friday night we'll be at Kingsport Dobbins Bennett. Homecoming, October the 6th, our first home game of the season. Northview Academy coming. Then you have Volunteer coming. Then you have an open date on the 20th. And then the lads from Greenville will come in on the 27th. Our T.A. Duggar football team goes to Greenville on Thursday. Up the middle. Big hole look out of the 45. He's at the 50 and slithers across midfield. Zeth Mullins to the 49-yard line. Picks up 13, a Double C Western Supply first down. Ringley makes a stop for East at the 49-yard line. 1:46 to go to the break. Trying to add on here to an already 27-0 lead. Looking, Slagle near side, caught, curls and gets out of bounds. Caught by Whitehead.
Good
so
to see
Justin
that.
Whitehead, your backup quarterback out there, is a wideout now. I'm a new receiver mistake, I think. So,
well, you'd like to think that the line judge right here would help him out a little bit there, but evidently not.
Nope. Legal procedure.
He was lined up offside.
Yeah. Back to the 50-yard line. 1:18 to go to halftime. We lead at 27-0. Trying to put more on here. And the story of this football game has been the defensive front for the Cyclones. Slagle puts Mullins in motion. Throws a little screen out that way. Caught. He'll sidestep him out to the 50. Stays on his feet. Zeth trying to get outside. Here he comes to the near side of the 40.
Trouble.
He's at the 30. That is an accurate call. He did not release him. On the tackle, you get out of bounds. You let go. He didn't. He rode him into the fence. The chain link fence behind the east bench, and that's a flag, and that's, see what they call here. That will be, unsportsmanlike. Yep. Two teams are doing a little talking. But to this point, we're backing up our talk. 27-0. Flag will go against, let's see, personal foul. Holding against us before the late hit. Offsetting penalties. They'll put it right back to the 50-yard line, Coach. So the big run has been nullified. Correct? Correct.
I think that's right. But I don't know. It doesn't matter what we think. It's whatever they step off.
Yep.
They're going to I guess they're going to mark off 10, and then they're going to mark off 15.
And we'll go back to the 40, our 10, and back up to 15. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Back up to the 45-yard line of Sullivan East where they're going to mark it. Clock, and even 1 minute to go to halftime. So, brings up a 2nd and 6 after all that to the 45-yard line. Cyclones trying to put more on here. Empty backfield for Slagle. Passing situation for Red. Quick to the near side, underthrew him, incomplete. Stops the clock, bounces over there. Blevins the intended receiver. 3rd and 6 now. Takes 3 seconds off the clock. 57 seconds till halftime. 27-0 Elizabethton. Slagle, empty backfield. Rhett rolls out. It's got time. Now he's feeling some pressure. Throws it down.
Nice.
Got in behind. Cam Baker
intercepted.
picked off. Had Baker downfield, but they picked it off and just didn't have enough air underneath it. Picked off by number 12, Corbin LeJour for Sullivan East. Stopping the drive, and East will get the football back with 48 seconds to go in the first half. So we've fumbled it away tonight, and now an interception. So East will have 48 seconds to do something with it. I would assume not much since they get the second half kickoff. They'll go in and try to regroup as they trail 27-0.
That was a very nice defensive play. Like you said, he had the receiver out there just.
So say he stepped out of bounds. Nice catch by Roberts and takes it out to the. They'll mark it. He stepped out of bounds.
33-yard line.
Yep. Picks up about 8 on the play. 38 seconds to go now. In the Sullivan East first half, we lead 27-0. Yep, picks up 8. 2nd and 2 from the 30, about the 33-yard line. 38 seconds to go to the break. Coming up the middle, pops a nice little run to the 40 and gang tackle to the 41-yard line. See who's at the bottom of the pile for the Cyclones. And looks like it's big 63 there. The senior, 6'2", 300-pounder. 18 seconds to go here.
Timeout.
Now, timeout, Sullivan East here. The clock was getting away from the fans here in front of them screaming, timeout.
Natives were restless, Tom.
They were. It's interesting. When you go on the road, you usually, you do. You always sit behind the home crowd. And always some interesting comments drifting up to where we are from the home fan base. 1st and 10, they've got it on the 41-yard line. Clock at 16 seconds to halftime. We lead 27-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll give you some scores. We'll recap the scoring of the first half. Dr. Minton will be along, as he always is every halftime. Coach, I'm jacked up. Go back to Dobbins Minute next Friday night. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I was actually on the football team, the last team to Elizabethton team to win at Dobbins Bennett, and that was the 1988 season. It was a great football team. We won 34-7, and I didn't play. I wasn't good enough to play on that. Really excited about renewing that rivalry and getting to play at J. Fred Johnson.
1st and 10, 41-yard line. We'll be there next Friday night. Looking for the screen over the middle. Zeth Mullins, a fumble recovery. So 3 interceptions, a block punt, and a fumble recovery leading off.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, we did soccer. Unicoi County Soccer, we win 2-0. Kaya and Molly, our 2 soccer seniors, both got goals and are players of the game. Thursday, we did festivities for the volleyball that came by and beat a scrappy Johnson County team. And tonight we're here at Sullivan East. 3.2 to go. Empty backfield, bringing it. Slagle flushed out of the pocket, wants to throw. He's got him one down there. He slings it. He's wide open. He caught it.
Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Yes, sir! Woo! What a play.
Rhett Slagle in the air about 45 yards. Touchdown, Cyclones.
How in the world do you let a guy get behind you right there? I don't understand. When they lined up, they had their safeties, only about 20 yards from the line of scrimmage. I mean, you know exactly what we're going to do. You've got to back those guys up, but we appreciate it. And Eli jumped up there and made another great catch. He's really turned in to be one of the real offensive weapons for the Cyclones. I mean, he has great hands. He very rarely drops it, and he's caught some really, really tough, difficult balls in traffic. It's very, very impressive.
Eli Blevins with a touchdown, folks. His 3rd touchdown of the season, his 2nd catch. He picked one off against Science Hill in the interception department. Or the point after.
I think we called timeout.
Call a timeout here.
Yep. Get everyone's nerves settled down and kick this extra point. Well, let's see, we may go for 2.
So Slagle, coach, he popped. It looked like Bryson Rollins. He slung that one.
He sure did. I tell you, the best part of the play was there was some pressure in the backfield, and he was able to step up in the pocket. Yep. Great pocket presence. And you think about the growth of
3rd down pass the night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
3rd of the night. My bad.
Great night by him.
1st and 10, and I'm not 1st and 10, but a timeout again. Now, I'll step on. Go ahead and finish your thought.
No, I'm just going to say just to see his progression and maturity develop over the season is
48-yard bomb. And Elizabethton leads at 33-0 here at halftime. Final play of the first half. East will get the second half kickoff. They got to go back in and regroup. And I'm telling you, the story of this football game, Coach, Rhett Slagle, Jeriah Griffin, and our defense.
And the rust off there, about a quarter. You say knocking the rust off, and we were methodical there, up 7-0, 14, it wasn't like it was terrible or anything, just knocking the rust off.
Slagle comes back a little reverse, and not going to happen. Went that way, came back this way, a little misdirection to be exact, and that's your halftime. 33-0 Cyclones, your 3rd-ranked undefeated Cyclones lead it at the break, 33-zip. Cyclones lead it at the break, 33-zip. And the Cyclones will go to the locker room. We'll get the second half kickoff. They will. Sullivan East trying to regroup. There's the Cyclone Nation over there loud and proud at the break. Cyclones lead at 33-0. Halftime show brought to you by NR Auto and also by the Coffee Company. We'll talk about a license plate next. You're watching and listening to Elizabethton Cyclone football.
So we're at Brummett Sports Shop in Elizabeth, and Lori Wilson, the owner, and one of the hot items going into the holidays are varsity jackets or Letterman jackets. Tell us about it.
Well, Tom, and the body is 24-ounce wool, and then most of the jackets we will get leather sleeves on them. We can also do the wool sleeves. But like I said, they're Holloway, so they're high-quality jackets. We can do any color for any school. We will put your school letter on the front, your name. See, this one has a name. That makes the patches. So the turnaround time is really pretty short for a custom jacket. The other thing we will do is tickets. So here we have a band letter for this young lady. And one other thing we do are like custom patches, embroidered patches. So she plays mellophone and French horn, so she requested that. So we put that on her jacket. If you're all conference, if your team won the conference, we can do that. Let's see, on the back of the jackets, or we had one earlier that someone picked up, point guard, so that was PG and SG. But we do all local schools. Like I said, they're Holloway, so they're good quality jackets, and we sell a lot of them. And the kids love these jackets. They love to show off their accomplishments, their team's accomplishments, and represent their school.
Tell us how we can get a hold of you.
Okay, our phone number is 423-542-2321. We also have a Facebook page, Brummett Sports Shop, so you can message me there. You can message me on my personal Facebook page, Lori Wilson, or you can email at Brummett.
Trade in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, General Manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Elizabethton. Halftime, Cyclones lead at 33-0. Let's recap the scoring. Dry Griffin, 11-yard run in the first quarter. Bowers point after 7-0. That's your first quarter score. Then you come back with a Red Slagle 5-yard pass strike right before halftime. Richard Hale and Linda Wagner and Jimmy Buck and Gabe DePrimo and Andy up in West Virginia and a whole bunch of folks watching. Thank you. Cyclones lead at 33-0. Coach, let's talk license plates. This is something really, really cool. If you're a Cyclone fan, well, listen up. We got something going on. I don't think is any other school doing this? Do you know of around here?
Not that I know. I looked at the Tennessee Department of Safety and looked at their specialty tags, and I didn't see anything affiliated with a school system or a high school. But we're excited to announce that the state legislature is approved, thanks to Representative John Holtzclaw for presenting this and getting this approved through the state legislature. There's student support activities along the way. But what we have to have is we have to have 1,000 people that will agree to purchase the tag. So you have to be obviously a resident of Tennessee, and then you can go to our social media. You can go to Elizabethton City Schools on Facebook day in advance, and once that's done, we send that to the state and they'll manufacture the tag. So, you know, how long will it take? Depends on how long it takes to get 1,000 people that agree to do that. But if you go to the website, if you go to social media, when you look at the information, they'll show you a rendering of what the tag's going to look like. The top of it is black, and then it fades down as you go toward the middle of the tag, and then changes to orange and darkens up as you go. And it has, of course, the state of Tennessee, the tag. So we're excited about this. Number one, give Cyclone fans a chance to support scholarships for our students right here in Elizabethton, as well as show your Cyclone pride, not just on the front of your auto. We're very, very excited about it. Again, we thank Representative John Holtzclaw for helping us get this, and again, show your Cyclone pride and help our students at the same time.
So you pay $35 to get the plate, then every year just pay your regular to get your stamp, whatever you pay to get your stamp up in the corner of the license plate, right?
Yeah, it's similar to all the other specialty plates. I think there's an additional fee annually, but the further we go along, the more of those funds that we get. The first year we split the $35 with the state. Moving forward, we would get all of it. So it's a great opportunity to generate some real money to help with those scholarships.
Halftime, 33-0 Cyclones. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Dr. John Minton joins us at the break. You're listening and watching third-ranked, undefeated Elizabethton Cyclone football. Now this from one of our great sponsors, the good folks from the Jewelers Bench. It's brand spanking new.
Yeah, so this is their studded heart necklace. It's got a clasp that you can wear in the front, and then you can also put beads on it.
Yep.
And it's $165.
$165. All right, tell you about this one.
And then this is their signature bracelet, which typically is what everybody goes with, and it is $65.
$65, all right. And we got a ring. Tell us about the ring.
This is a new 3-stone blue CZ colored ring, and it's $115.
Yep. All right. Got more show and tell.
Yeah, so I thought we'd do something. You know, Halloween's coming up. They're also coming out with some new charms, but I love that little pumpkin. I think he's cute.
It is cute.
He's $60.
$60, all right, for the pumpkin from Pandora.
And then
all
this
right.
is a vampire with heart.
Vampire with a heart. Oh,
in the
yeah.
center, yeah. And that one was $70.
70, yep.
Love it. It's got the moon, star, and sun, moon, and star dangle.
Mm-hmm.
And
Don't let the
it
computer camera sell you. Come see it in person.
It's $85.
85, all right.
And then these are new. It's the birthstone earrings. So, and I'm gonna just show you an example of this is August, and they're $60.
Okay.
And then this is September.
Awesome.
But we have them in. Phone number is 423-542-5600.
Out.
2.
Ship all over the country.
We do.
And a very liberal, easy layaway plan.
Yep, as long as you're making payments.
That's
monthly.
it. That's it. All right here at the Jewelers Bench, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
Take vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you got anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays, 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Back at halftime, Cyclones lead at 33-0. We're joined by our principal, Dr. John Mitten. By the way, if you missed it earlier, Evan Carter, a 3-run homer for the Rangers.
20-degree launch angle, too.
Oh,
So.
I mean, he got all of it and then some against the Mariners. They're playing. These two teams are in the hunt for the playoffs in the American League playoffs. So, Evan Carter, 3-run shot for the storm shelter.
Awesome.
Tell me about that. The storm shelter. What's that?
Yeah, so we were just talking there while we were on the break a little bit about the distance between the two, and we were able to move around some of our just to again increase the fan experience and allow more people to purchase and lock in season tickets for this season and upcoming seasons. But the Clone Club has been working on the last 2 to 3 weeks, Ms. Booher and some of the students on naming it, and so they finally decided on a name called the Storm Shelter. So we've got some really cool things that we're going to do pregame with the students to again just try to create a really good fan experience. Not just for our fans, but also for our students too. They came out big tonight. You can see across the way. Had a neon night tonight, and our pet band Sound Stadium with a new student section called the Storm Shelter. Pretty sweet.
Whole month of October, as a matter of fact. Homecoming on October the 6th when Northview Academy comes to town. Then we got a big band competition coming October the 28th. Our band starts defense of their state championship crown September the 30th. Next, will visitors stay in gym been able to hold us. Tonight's no exception. Doc, tell me about it.
Had bands from Carter County, were able to come in and participate. It was a perfect night. It was great weather, so I couldn't find a better place to be on a Friday night. So plenty of people came out, filled the home stands, and it was really sweet. So it was a good thing.
Big thanks to Ford of Elizabeth and drove up here tonight in a Oxford White 2023 Ford F-150. I said, London, what's it feel like? She said, smooth as a cloud. I said, smooth as a cloud. Man, it was a nice ride.
She'll be napping on the way home.
Yes, she will.
Yeah.
2023 Ford F-150 4x4 Super Creek. See it on our Facebook page. Again, thanks again to Ford of Elizabeth and providing us a ride every time we go out of town. Next Friday night, no different. But you need to check this out. It's a sweet, sweet ride. They've all been sweet. I had a Ford Bronco. I had another Ford F-150, but today it's a Ford 2023 Ford F-150.
Don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent opportunity to come by here and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Draft Deli, 543-6128. One of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back at halftime, Cyclones lead 33-0. Both teams back out on the field getting ready for the second half kickoff. Coach, got some stats in the first half. We lead 33-0.
So first downs, Tom, the Cyclones have had 9, Sullivan East 6 of those. Rushing attempts, Cyclones 16 rushes for 91 yards. Sullivan East 5 rushes for 10 yards. Passing yards, 145 for the Cyclones and Rhett Slagle to 100 for the Sullivan East Patriots and Fisher. Rhett Slagle is 9 of 11 with 1 interception, and Mr. Fisher is 13 of 29 and 3 interceptions. Average yards per completion for the Cyclones, 16.1 and 7.7 for the Sullivan East Patriots. Of course, the longest pass completion for the Cyclones was that last one, 48 yards, and 24 yards for the Patriots. Let's see, total offense for the Cyclones, 236 yards, and the East Patriots have 110. So there's some halftime stats for you that kind of play out exactly why the score is what it is. And again, Cyclones didn't start as crisp and as clean as they would like, but certainly I'm sure Coach Witten is pleased with that 33-0 score at the half.
Cyclones lead at 33-0. We'll get ready for the second half kickoff. Coming up next from East High School, you're watching third-ranked undefeated Elizabethton Cyclone.
Antique mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton. Furniture. Tell folks out there what Cannon Furniture is all about, would you please?
We have a full line of furniture and bedding, living room, dining room, recliners, mattresses, you name it. We have it. We also do custom lines of furniture.
Some of the product lines you carry are?
We have Bassett, England, Ashley, Benchcraft, Barca Lounger, and Sealy, Simmons, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Beauty Rest, Sierra Sleep. And there's a new one coming soon, but I'll keep that one quiet until it gets here.
To the appropriate time. Hours are open at Cannon Furniture.
Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5.
They rely a lot on social media. How can we find you on social media?
You can find us on Facebook or Instagram at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings.
Yep, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports. Check them out, folks. Again, be loyal, buy local, and buy at Betsy in downtown Elizabeth. And the great folks are right here, Cannon's Furniture. So the kickoff goes in the end zone. Cyclones take over, 1st and 10. Again, it was an automatic touchback, and so we get ready to start the second half, 33-0. 2 more points, you get a running clock if you want to look at it that way. So Elizabethton will set up shop. East got the opening kickoff. I don't know where I was at.
I think it's already a running clock, Tom. It's already running.
It is?
Yep.
Thought it had to be 35.
I think it's 30 now.
30?
I'm talking about that next at halftime.
There's a flag at the end of the play flying through there. So it went from the 20 out to the, yeah, it is a running clock here in the second half. They've changed the rule. I guess it was 30 yesterday for middle school. I guess it's now 30 for high school too. It was 35, but
probably a good rule.
Yeah. So we have a running clock now. It's 30-0. Or I mean anything over 30. I'm sorry. It's 33-0, and it's the 10:32 mark. Running clock, third quarter. Penalty flag against East. I'm going to guess it's a late hit because it flew out of bounds over there at the end of the play.
Yeah.
Puts it all the way out to the 43-yard line. 33-0 Cyclones, running clock, third quarter. Elizabethton third in the state behind Pearl, Cone, and Upperman. Greenville dropped to fifth this week in the latest poll. But they're playing twice this week. They beat West 27-21 Tuesday. They've got Volunteer tonight down to Volunteer.
Up 33-0 at the half as well.
There you go. Slagle from the 43-yard line. Running clock, third quarter at the 9:55 mark. We're up big, 33-zip. Handoff coming this way, and he'll cut back, and he'll get to about the 40, right around the 45-yard line. Zeth Mullins toting the mail for the Cyclones. Lazier makes the tackle for East at about the 45-yard line. Running clock, third quarter. Dana Malone running the camera, doing a great job. Thank you, ma'am. One of Lucas Andrews' basketballers. Great job. London, she better get back over here next week.
She may be on double secret probation.
Are you available next Friday, too, at DB? There. Slagle down the middle. Juggle. Penalty flag. Caught. Let's see. I thought I saw a flag fly. Did it? Maybe it did not. I thought it did, but we'll take it. Over the middle catch. We did have a flag. I thought we did. Yep. It's against us.
Of course it is.
Back down the field, Cyclones on the hold. Got a lot of penalties here in the ball game. 33-0 Cyclones. Clock continues to roll. 8:50 to go. Running clock, third quarter. A lot of penalties on both teams tonight. Sloppily played ball game. And obviously, you said as being a former coach, you got to clean that stuff up.
Yep.
We'll give them a benefit of the doubt, have not played for 12 days, but going forward, you got to clean it up.
I think we had this same crew at Morristown West, and if you remember, that game was a penalty fest as well.
Yep. 30.
Not reflecting on them. That just happens to be the same crew.
Yep. 34-yard line on the penalty. Second down. Clock rolling. Third quarter. It's all Cyclones. Cam Baker down the far side of the 40-45. Lowers that right shoulder. That's weight room right there, baby. He has such a strong upper body in that weight room all summer long, and drops it all the way out to the 48-yard line. He got it right there at about the 45, took a hit, and has lowered that right yard line. Picks up 15 for a Double C Western Supply first down. Got some ladies, got some brand new plush Huey hoodies. Soft and warm. Goodness. Here's another handoff and another big run. There he goes. He'll take it down to the 40, stays on his feet, and barrels his way to the 37-yard line.
Great job.
14-yard run again by Cam Baker. New weapon for this football team. Upper body strength. New weapon for this football team. Upper body strength. Me, oh my. Double C Western Supply first down. Coach, big chunks of real estate now at the 37-yard line.
Yeah.
7:15 to go in the third running clock.
When he gets up to full speed, just that frame, like you said, he spent time in the weight room building up his body and certainly his upper body strength. And when he builds up speed, I mean, it takes 3 or 4 yards to get him down in 2 or 3 players.
First and 10, 37-yard line. Third quarter, it's all Cyclones on the opening drive of the second half. Slagle wants to throw. Steps up's got a man downfield. He's down there, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cyclones. 37-yard strike, wide, slap open. Eli Blevins, another touchdown for the Cyclones. A 37-yard strike, and Red Slagle's having a fest tonight. All the hype was on Drake Fisher, but guess what? Our Red Slagle's put up his 4th touchdown pass of the night, Coach.
Yeah, he's had a great night, and I'm sure that he's read the papers this week too. And
absolutely,
you've got to get ready for the game, and he's certainly done that, and he's certainly taken that challenge and performed very, very well in these first 3.5 quarters.
On the money, wide slap open. Eli Blevins for the touchdown. Whitehead to hold, kicking Bowers. Long enough, deep enough. Oh, baby. 6-minute mark to go, and the clock continues to run here. The running clock, third quarter, 39-0 Cyclones. Coach, have had 28 shutouts and the Sean Whitney, and we're on our way to number 29 tonight. It's a long way left, but East has nothing for us right now, sir. Let's just be there either way to bring it to you. At Kingsport, Dobbins minute. Kicks at the 10, picks it up at the 4. Here he comes. He's in trouble and nowhere to go down the far sideline and is smothered.
Right over there against the sideline, not a lot of room to run there, and so we've tackled him. Their starting field position is not going to be very good. Looks like about the 11 or 12-yard line over there. Great kick.
Yep. Clock continues to roll here, so.
Great kick in coverage.
So the Cyclones.
Other than the one extra point that we missed there, we fumbled the hold on. Special teams have been outstanding for the Cyclones tonight.
Blevins a 48 and 37-yard touchdown catches. Fisher out in the flat, caught at the 10 and brought down with Zeth Mullins at the 9-yard line. Catch made, tried to turn upfield, and Zeth would have nothing of it, and he stops him. Zeth Mullins on the catch. The Blue Prophet drops him.
Loss on the play.
12-yard line was the original line of scrimmage. They lose yardage. Clock rolls, 4:25 to go, third quarter. Elizabeth, if you're just tuning in, leading at 40-0. Hello, Lauren Clemson. One of those 5 seniors last night. 5 very special young ladies.
I've really enjoyed watching them play over the years.
Yep. 2nd and 11. They lose. Here comes pressure outside again. Fisher's flushed out of the pocket. Throws downfield across the middle and incomplete. And right there, Zeth Mullins again. Ooh. Smith Peters tried to catch it, and Zeth said nope. And again, Fisher flushed out of the pocket, coach, running for dear life.
Yeah, that was a great play by Zeth, and you're right. The pocket was not there. He's had to move, and we kind of thought that may be the story of the game, and it certainly played out that way. But he had to roll to his left there, and just know where to go with the ball. And again, just a great play in the secondary this time by Zeth Mullins.
So Red Slagle heard all about it this week and said, I'm kind of the new kid on the block, but I'm okay too. And he has proven that tonight. 4 touchdown passes, and Fisher. And the East Patriots at this point has been shut out. Fisher, here comes pressure again. Angie Wilbur, Tina Westgate, Andy Wetzel. There's a good one. Yes. Susan Duggar, Neil Hartley. There's a good one. He can sing like a bird. Ashley Taylor.
Andy Wetzel was on that 1988 team, last team to win at DB.
They'll punt it out of the end zone. We've already got a block punt tonight by Ben Adams. Let's see what happens here. With the 2:35 mark, running clock, third quarter. Cyclones strong tonight. Bell high snap. It'll be a wobbler. Dry will go back. He'll pick it up. Here we go. 45. Jukes a man. Tries to get outside to the wide side of the field. Here we go. Blocking the back. Will come back. 40. 35. Flags all over the place. It's a flag fest. Finally run out of bounds about the 28-yard line, but they'll bring that one back for sure. Thursday, in a battle of unbeatens in the middle school, we're trying to run the table again. Ryan sent me, what was that stat? I got to bring that stat up while you're talking. It's an unbelievable stat over the last 11 years for T.A. Duggar football. Let's see what we got here.
Well, this the one thing we have tremendous players at the junior high level. I mean, so guys that love to play football and have grown up playing football, and then the coaching staff is just the coaching they get there is unmatched anywhere around. I mean, you go and watch that practice, and you think the point those kids are athletically and in their football knowledge, the things that they're able to do at the junior high level, you just don't see.
In 11 years, T.A. Duggar football, 76-17 in 11 years. You can do the math. Lost 17 games in 11 years. And this year, we've outscored our opponents 238-12. All that to be said, we'll go to Greenville. Battle of Unbeatens on Thursday. Middle school football down yonder at Burley Stadium in Greenville. Then Friday night, week tonight, Coach, and I'll bring it to you from J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. Dobbins Minute. 2 great programs, 2 great bands will be there Friday night. Be an electric atmosphere. 1st and 10, 43-yard line. Slagle out in the flat. Caught. Turns upfield. He'll go to the 50. He'll go to the 45. Jukes a man and run out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Jariah Griffin, another catch. Down to 25 seconds to go in a running clock, third quarter. And your Cyclones on the way to pitching the shutout here. Let's see if they can do it. We're not there yet, but we're well on our way. And so we're down to the final 15 seconds to go in the period. I think they're going to go. We'll go to the fourth quarter. We've played 3, third-ranked team in the state, Elizabethton, showing you why. 40-0 over Sullivan East. We'll be back You're watching Cyclone football. Now this from Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
One of our great sponsors on Cyclone football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like fun.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Fourth quarter, 40-0 Cyclones. Trying to pitch a shutout here. We've done it 28 times in the Sean Witten era. They'll set up at the 42-yard line. Slagle on the option, gives a shuffle pass to Mason Ball. The big man turns a corner and gets upended at the 41-yard line. Lazure came up and make that stop. Corbin, nice job by Lazure.
And he
Leisure, rather.
He did the smart thing, and that's to go low. You know, Mason's wearing number 82
for a reason.
You think about Jason Witten and all those years as a Cowboy in 82, and that's the only real success defenders had on stopping him once he caught the ball, was to try to undercut him, and so that certainly brought back some memories there.
Going back down through, looking at the number of shutouts we've had on this team, it's incredible. Most recently, up here, last time we were here, beat them 49-0.
Oh, Mason with the catch.
Mason with the catch, penalty flag down the sideline. I think I saw a flag, didn't I?
Yeah.
I did, at the 31-yard line. Flag goes from the 41 down to the 31. Hold everything here.
May have been ineligible downfield, maybe. Depends on where let's see. I guess they're going to check and see where Mason caught the ball. If he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, you can have linemen downfield. No flag. Oh, well, they're marking something else off. He never did say what it was. He never did give us a signal. Oh, no, he didn't. I guess they just waved the penalty off, and it was a result of the play. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line, yep. Went back and added it up. We've shut out East 12 times here in this 54 meetings. We're on our way to number 13 tonight, and it'll be the 29th shutout for Sean Witten in his coaching career. Pretty good stat, isn't it? 29 shutouts. Sean Witten on his way to picking up number 158. We lead the series and now go to 49-5 to make us 14 in a row we've won. He's got 158, chasing his legendary grandfather Dave Ryder at 173 in the all-time wins department. And we're on our way, and we're making our 651st win tonight as a program. Whew, it's impressive.
651, wow.
1st and 10 to the 22-yard line. Handoff, pop, nice read right there by Corbin Leisure and the Sullivan East Patriots. Corbin getting a pretty good look from Deion Sanders out of Colorado. I don't know if it'll come to fruition, but getting a pretty good look out there. I think he went out there to make a visit, if I'm not mistaken. 25-yard line's where they spotted. 9:20 to play in the football game. 40-0 Cyclones. Trying to knock it in again. Slagle hands off to Mullins. Mullins breaks through to the 20,
nice
15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, Zeth Mullins. His second touchdown run of the night, a 25-yard scoot. And Mullins takes to the house. 25-yard scamper by Zeth Mullins makes it a 46-0 football game.
That was a great cut at the line of scrimmage he made there. Again, there was penetration in the backfield by the East Patriots, and he was able to cut back to his right and get past the line of scrimmage and then just angle his way over toward the pylon.
6th touchdown of the season for Zeth. Second one tonight. Campbell's point after. Long enough? Deep enough? That'd be Bowers, my apology. Bowers keeps me east. He's
out all along this season, game after game. defensive front for the Cyclones has really been the difference and the catalyst of play all along the way in these first 5 games. So, again, just kudos to them and their hard work and the coaching that they've received. And those guys have put all the time in the weight room, as you mentioned, to have their bodies in tip-top shape. And, it's just impressive week after week.
Clock continue. Well, no, they stopped it at 8:09, as Coach said, but it will continue to roll here as soon as we kick this football off. East trying to get something going against this vaunted defense. Has only given up 8 points on the average all season long. And pitching a shutout right now. Here's a catch at the 8, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, 30. Nice return, 35, out to about the 36-yard line. Tackle made by Andrew Blevins. Yes. Great tackle by Blevins. He was off to the races, Coach. Good job by Blevins.
He was, yeah. He sure was, and he had speed built up. That kick was a little bit on a line drive, and so he's able to catch the ball on the run already. And you're right, Andrew made a great game touchdown-saving tackle there potentially.
After this play, I want you to tell us again how we can get signed up with those license plates.
Will do.
We want to get those out there 1,000 quick.
Yep.
We're also going to tell you, we'll give you the full details next week. We're fixing to do a reading incentive program. Readers are winners in our Elizabethton school system. We'll tell you all about that next Friday night. Have that ready to go for Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary. And off, trying to get something going, nothing. We're wrapped up at the 35-yard line.
Matthew Kent, number 41.
Kent, 41 making a stop. Kent, 5'11", 240 senior, second-string defensive man out there. Got Blevins out there, 32. Guess play.
Yeah, we've sprinkled a few guys in here or there, but you're right, it's mostly the first defensive unit still in there.
Got to keep them Bears fed. They got to let them play. Let them ponies run. 36-yard line. Long count. Fisher will hand off. He'll spin and not much. Wrapped up.
There's gas in there on that play.
Let's see if this is what I want right over here.
That's the night for him.
They'll go to Greenville next Friday night. So they go from Elizabethton, number 3 in the state, to Greenville, number 5 in the state. Reverses the field, nice run to the 41-yard line. Got popped, stays on his feet. Nice second effort by the East running back. Let's see who pops up out of there is running that football. Did you get a number, Coach?
Number 11, I think, was running right there.
Number 11. Let's see who they call for number 11. That would be Bentley. Key Bentley?
Bentley Key.
I'm sorry, Bentley Key. Read it backwards. Okay. Coach has carried me all night long.
You're heavy, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah, you've carried me.
You're not heavy. You're my brother.
You ain't it. That's it. 4 to play. We're going to get it back leading 47-0. Here it comes, and wow, he almost got a hand on that one. Here's the kick, returned 25 to the 30, 35 near sideline, and
they're blocking the back.
Travis Smalls almost got that on the punt. Return man's 21 for the Cyclones. That would be Tucker Taylor. Nice. Oh, that'll be Carrie. She's over there somewhere going bananas. She's
yeah.
And she's doing a great job again with our postage. So Tucker Taylor gets the return and a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's nice fielding that punt and had a nice return there, but unfortunately we've had a block in the back.
Tucker Taylor, the sophomore, 5'9", 135. By the way, JV will be playing the East. JV game got canceled here Monday. So we're going to Science Hill to play football on Monday. Science Hill and the Cyclone JV teams at Kermit Tipton Stadium. Somebody asked if I was going to do that. I said, to be determined. I don't know yet. Possibility. Can't remember what my schedule is.
Looks like Whitehead's going to get a series here.
Yep.
Quarterback.
Whitehead will indeed get a chance to toss it around a little bit.
I can't see the running back number right now.
He throws out in the flat, and he one-hops it to the intended receiver. Let's give you Whitehead's numbers here. As the clock trickles down, running clock through.
Tom.
Whitehead 10 for 11, now 10 for 12 on the season, 138 yards and a touchdown. So, ball at the 29-yard line, 3 to play. Hand off McDuffie, 30, coming outside of the 35, and he'll get to about the 40-yard line. Picks up about 13 for a Double C Western Supply first down. William McDuffie can tote the mail he has in the JV games. And William McDuffie gets a nice run. McDuffie, number 29 out there, the freshman. 5'9", 135. Coach, our football program's in good hands, I'm telling you.
Yeah, sure is.
T. Duggar doing what they're doing right now, and now the freshman, here's a quick screen that way, and it's incomplete. Led him a little too far, incomplete. Cyclones fixing to pitch the 29th shutout in Sean Witten's career. And the 13th against this team. 2:08 to play. We've now won 14 straight. We own them to the 42-yard line, picks up 3. So the Cyclones continue to bring in some new faces.
And shout out to Cyclone Nation again. Tom made the trip over here to Bluff City, and stands are packed as always. Pep band there, doing a great job. Just a great night. Great to get back to playing some football.
Whitehead out in the flat. You're right. First punt of the night. They're going to get the ball with less than a minute to play here. The East faithful here in front of us is scattering pretty quick.
Looks like we're going to have to call timeout. Play clock was down to 3.
Campbell's going to do the kicking. So Cyclones head to Kingsport Dobbins Center next week with a record of obviously 5-0. Let's see what the temperature is now, sir. London said it was 71 when we got here. Let's see what we got now.
68 degrees.
Mine says 62.
Ooh, feels like anyway. Yeah, it is 62. Yeah.
Yep, 62. So it's dropped about 10.
Yep.
But still, very pleasant final day of summer.
Yep. We hit a couple scores here,
Yes,
Tom.
sir, please.
Hampton 50, Cloudland 6. That's a final. Dobbins Bennett 45. Morristown East nothing is also a final. Granger is trailing Northview Academy 14-0 in the third quarter. Greenville 56, Volunteer nothing is a final. Happy Valley beat United.
Here with 50 seconds to play. Caleb, a high twist and kick. And the Cyclone defense has made yet another statement, folks. So all we heard about was Drake Fisher this and Drake Fisher that. He's an outstanding quarterback, but not when you're running for dear life tonight. Adams, Guess, Hughes, and in particular Mason Ball, coach back there in his grill all night long, and his defenses never got a chance to get going.
No.
Couldn't get any momentum going.
No. Again, defensive line dictated the play for the opposing team's offense as they've done all year, and kudos to those guys up front. And like you said, we're talented and we're deep up there.
You know, in our state championship run of 19 and 20, we had some great defensive fronts, and we know that. Had some good ones last year. Bradley Cannon, among others, who's graduated.
Yep.
This is a very talented foursome up front here, too.
When you just think of those guys in history down through there, you think about Cujo. Went on, had a great career at Furman, and you can just rattle off those guys. Have just been tremendous defensive players on that front, and that's just so critical. It's a line of scrimmage game. It always has been, and it will continue to be.
Ben Adams, Jr., Mason Ball, Senior. You also have Eli Guess, Senior. You also have out there, obviously, Hughes being a big player in a literal sense, only a junior. So, again, they've stopped the clock here with an injured player out on the field. And so 34 seconds to go in the football game. Got an East player down, 47-0. And we'll take a break, come back after this. And let's see who needs to. How about this one right here from Cannon Dental, one of our great sponsors here at Cyclone Sports.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy, where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful. And getting to see the kids and grow up with them, it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
Injured player is Xavier Oliver, and that's going to do it. Clock's running down, and we're heading out here with a 5-0 start here. 47-0 the final. 28th shutout in Sean Whitten's career. And the 13th against the Sullivan East Patriots. We now lead the series 49-5 and won 14 in a row. Cyclones win it 47-0. We'll come back, recap the scoring, get you players of the game, and get ready to head back to Cowtown. Cyclones. Very strong tonight, folks. 47-0 final. Back after this, you're watching John's Closeouts.
It's quick set locks. You got them in. You now got them in stock. Tell me about it.
Yes, that's been one of our latest product lines that we've added here just in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Really, we were looking at a way to get another line of locks that gave us a little bit more variety, a little bit different type style, and user friendly. With quick set locks, you have a number of options, and we carry those where you can actually key them yourself. So they can be keyed. If you lose a key, they can put a new key in it, and it will actually set the tumblers to your new key. And so you can rekey it on the job site, as well as Quickset also has a number of locks that have like a micro band type of a coating to them that cuts down on the transfer of germs and things of that nature. Really handy if you've got children running around, you don't know where they're at BigJohnsCloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors, Mom and Pop Company. He's the owner, Mike Barnett, Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton, and we appreciate them very much being part of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back at Sullivan East High School, Cyclones victorious tonight, winning it, going away. 47-0, the running clock in the second half. Now improves our record to 5-0. East will fall to 4-2, but more importantly, Coach, we're 3-0 now in the region. And so with wins over Cherokee and Granger, and our final non-conference tilt next Friday night at Dobbins. They won big tonight over Morristown East, so going to be a heck of a matchup next Friday night. But let's enjoy this one. Sean Whitten in his 17th season goes 158-48. 54th meeting, we now lead the series 49-5. We won 14 straight. Coach Whitten just pitched his 28th shutout. Did I say that earlier?
Yep.
28th shutout. 47-0 over the Sullivan East Patriots. Recapping the scoring. Then we'll pick our players of the game and get out of here. Jeriah Griffin got an 11-yard run in the first quarter. Bowers Point after 7-0. Zach Wall in the first of 3 interceptions. Griffin got one to set up the touchdown a couple of plays later. Then Zach Wallen got an INT. Into the first quarter, 7-0. Second quarter, 5-yard pass from Slagle to Jeriah Griffin. Cam Baker gets an interception. That's the third one just in the first half. Zeth Mullins gets a 64-yard run. Ben Adams has a blocked punt. Jeriah Griffin gets a 33-yard pass from Slagle. Zeth Mullins gets a fumble recovery. Eli Blevins a 48-yard pass from Slagle on a rope. That's your halftime score, 33-0. In the second half, Blevins a 37-yard strike from Rhett Slagle, and Zeth Mullins a 25-yard scamper, and that puts the finishing touches on a 47-0 win over the East Patriots. And so all the hype and all the chit-chat out between the chalk wasn't pretty tonight. We got a slow start. We were rusty, you could tell that. But once we got going, 47-0 Cyclones. Our Port Travis Deli players of the game, Coach. Who we got?
Yeah, so on defense, again, pitching a shutout tonight, as you mentioned, and all the hype around the quarterback, Fisher, who's a very good player, but the Cyclone defense heard about all they wanted to hear about that and really stepped up and just played a tremendous game. And so we could give Defensive Player of the Year or Defensive Players of the Game to several guys, but a couple guys we picked, Zeth Mullins, who seems like he was all over the field tonight, deflecting balls, and just had a tremendous game from his linebacker position. And then got to give it to one of those defensive linemen up front, blocked a punt. He was in the backfield all night. Again, we could have picked any one of those guys up front as player of the game, but we're going to go with Ben Adams as well. So on the defense, you've got Zeth Mullins, number 7, and Ben Adams, number 44.
Ben Adams, the block punt, among others. He was back there all night long. Adams and Mullins on the defensive players of the game. They'll get free sandwiches from Port Travis. Offensive, say what you want. We heard all about their kid, and he's a good one. But our kid did a heck of a job tonight. 1 5-yard touchdown pass. 2 33-yard touchdown pass. 3 a 48-yard touchdown pass. 4 a 37-yard touchdown pass. You know, a guy came up here named Bryson Rollins and put 4 touchdown passes on him. Red Slagle did tonight as well. He's one of our players of the game, Coach, and deservedly so.
Yeah, absolutely. Just another great game. Just so proud and happy for him. Again, you know, it's hard when you're a player and the other person that plays your position on the other team is kind of a talk coming in. You just can't help but take that as a challenge, and to see Rhett perform that way tonight and step up and not get rattled. He had an INT, but he shook that off and just stayed with it and just had a tremendous game.
The other offensive player tonight, Eli Blevins, a couple of touchdowns. Again, 2 great lasers by Red Slagle, 37-yarder and also a 48-yarder. So Slagle with 4 touchdown passes now on the season, with 9 on the season, 4 tonight. So our players of the game, Eli Blevins, Red Slagle, Zeth Mullins. As I say every time we do this, you can give it about 4 or 5 more guys. But we can't. We can't give Richard Oakes all his inventory away.
That's right.
Poor Travis Deli. We just can't. Wouldn't do that to him. But 4 kids deserve tonight, Blevins and Slagle and Adams and Mullins. So, Coach, we head over to the big house coming up on Friday night. Can't wait. We'll go to Kingsport Dobbins Minute. They won big tonight over Morristown East. They pitched a shutout, too, didn't you say?
They did. They did, I think
45-0.
And you think about football in Northeast Tennessee, and there were 5 teams that got together back in the 20s and formed the first conference. That was Elizabethton, Kingsport, Johnson City, Bristol, and Unicoi. That was the first 5. And it was the big 5 for many, many years. And you look at where football is, not just across the country, but in Northeast Tennessee, and those were kind of the origins of all that. And so you think about the storied rivalries in Northeast Tennessee, and Elizabethton and Dobbins Bennett's certainly one of those. So can't wait to go over there. Class program, great school system, and I'm so excited to let Cyclone Nation go over there and experience that, and I'm sure that they'll be there in mass.
Biggest stadium in the area, folks, like a college stadium. Be there. We need all the bodies we get over next week because they'll have a big house. They'll have their band. Our Great Betsy band will be there, the defending state champ in Division II. They'll get a chance to strut their stuff, and so will the DB band of the legendary band director, Leif Cook. It'll be a great atmosphere next Friday night. I hope the weather's like it is tonight because this is plumb perfect right here. This is awesome. Let's wrap it up by always dedicating our show to the men hung on the cross. Psalms 40, verse 5 says, "Many, O Lord, my God, are the wonderful works which you have done, and your thoughts towards us. No one can compare with you. If I should declare and speak of them, they are too many to be numbered." Let me read it again. "Many, O Lord, my God, are the wonderful works which you have done, and your thoughts towards us. No one can compare with you. If I should declare and speak of them, they are too many to be numbered." Psalms 40, verse 5. Good way to end it. Coach, thanks as always. Love you, man. Great job, and we'll do it all over again next Friday night.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Tom, and the opportunity to showcase and highlight our students, student athletes, and looking forward to next week.
Final score, we go 5-0. It certainly didn't hurt our chances to stay number 3 in the state as we win tonight, going away 47-0 pitching a shutout against the East Patriots. Until we rejoin you on Monday from Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we'll say as always, bloom where you plant it, and win or lose, be a good sport. Final score, Cyclones 47, Sullivan East nothing. So long from Sullivan East High School for Superintendent Richard Van Huss, our principal, Dr. John Midden, our athletic director, Forrest Oat, and our head football coach, Sean Whitten. This is Tom Taylor for Richard Van Huss and Dana Malone and London Taylor saying so long, everybody.